welcome to session 69. Previously, you had been trying to navigate through Urbanig. You managed to get turned around and you hit the wall to the south. Um, you encountered a Sorg emissary. You also encountered a massive eel, and by massive, I mean truly massive compared to the size of your boat. And you eventually made your way back to the steeps. You'd rested for a while, and then tried again. This time you went and tried to make a deal to get the second Cephas mask, which you were able to successfully accomplish um, thanks to Darcy's work. And then from there, you had traveled um, pretty. You traveled toward Siphon. At least you believe that's the direction you're going. And recently, you've seen the ground, like Tyler said earlier. You saw the kind of ridges kind of rising up into view, and they're still beneath you, but you can tell that as you're traveling in the direction you're going, that they are rising slowly but steadily toward the surface. So I go ahead and take you to the map. If I could find it. There we go. All right, so you have two boats. You've been traveling um, toward what you believe to be Siphon. You're distributed amongst the two boats, as shown, and it is currently, at least you know, it's currently around 4 in the afternoon. But since you slept your last long rest was at 9. You still have several hours to go before your long rest, but you can definitely feel it. You know, you're definitely. Uh, oh wait, I take that back. You guys went and got another long rest, didn't you? Okay, never mind. But anyway, yeah, it's in the afternoon, toward evening, and you've just finished traveling for an hour. So what are you going to do next?
Well, we're going to continue to travel what we believe is north, just using the find the path reference way off to the west.
Fair enough. All right then. You notice that as you approach, or as you know, as kind of go this direction, you see the ridges and everything. You notice two things that are peculiar. One is you can sense the currents are starting to die down a bit, so it's a little bit easier to row. The second thing you've noticed, though, is that the um, the air itself, at least this close to the water, seems to it seems to become a bit harder to breathe. You're still able to breathe, but you definitely feel short of breath, um, and you know, a bit dizzy if you move too quickly. In game terms, this basically means you have the equivalent of a level of exhaustion, um, although it's not. You don't have to add it to your sheet because it's not. You're not actually exhausted. It's just you're feeling those kinds of effects.
Uh, I would like to put on the mask and see if that actually helps any.
It does. The effect you were feeling goes away completely, and you feel normal. The only problem, of course, is the mask feels heavy on your head and it obscures your vision. Um, and so you have disadvantage on perception checks.
Okay.
Think of it like wearing a scuba mask or something.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right. So if you're going to continue heading to what you believe is north, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check then. You have
Oh, hold on.
advantage because of your uh, of the extra work you've done. You know, triangulating.
Okay.
And a tap on the shoulder. You got this. You can do it.
right, with 33, you are very confident in your work, and you travel for about an hour, and you start to notice the ridges continue to rise to the surface, um, and and just as the ridge is starting to reach that point, you see these massive walls rising out in front of you. Now, the first set of walls are essentially natural rocky ridges that are blocking forward motion. But then behind that, you can see massive gray stone walls standing, and you're not even sure how tall those walls are. However, you're left with a choice. You could either go left or right if you intend to follow along the wall.
Let me take a look at the map. It's gonna be a little complicated here to get to.
As you're looking at that, let's see, somebody else. Who would that be? Hold on, let me check something real quick. So Clonan's looking at the map. So okay, Conglomerate.
Yeah.
You notice something, at the edge of your vision. So let me go to the boat map so I can ping where that is. So yeah, at the edge of your vision to the north there, you notice
Wow.
boats coming into view, and so I'm gonna go ahead and make them visible now.
Oh. It's those guys. Okay.
Oh wait, it was already visible.
Yeah, I could
Oh
see them.
okay, sorry
I
guys.
thought those. I thought those were still the fishermen that we had already encountered.
Oh yeah, they were. I take that back. Yeah, I need to hide these guys. You're right. There's some other ones I need to bring out. All right. So Conglomerate. Oh, sorry. One more second. There you go. All right. So Conglomerate. You notice first that there are several boats, kind of just entering your vision, that seem to be going to the right compared to your boat.
Okay. Yeah, I see them now.
They don't seem to have noticed you yet, however. So what do you do?
Well, first I'm gonna tell everybody quietly, or I guess I could do it telepathically. I'll be like, "Hey, there are people in the boats ahead of us. They're the guys that we saw mining at that first island, I think." I don't know if we want to keep going. They seemed to be friendly last time we saw them. Should I call out?
Well, we certainly cannot avoid them if we are going into the city.
It's true. Okay. Hello, everybody. We are down here.
So you yell out to them.
Yeah, and I kind of wave.
All right. So one of the boats approaches. The other three continue. Are at the moment they stop rowing, but they don't approach. So the first one kind of they kind of help if I could. Sorry. Yeah. So they start kind of turn the boat, kind of aim towards you guys,
Hmm.
and then the one in the lead starts speaking to you in a language you don't understand.
Um, anybody know that language yet?
Well, this would be a matter for Judge or Darcy. They have the resources to at least speak to these people.
I believe we were talking with your telepathy
Hmm.
conglomerate.
Yeah.
We can cast the translations if there are more difficulties.
Yeah. They can't respond, but I'll let them know that we're friendly. So I'll reach out to the guys, I guess all of them, telepathically, and just be like, "Hey, we don't know how to speak your language, so this'll have to do. We're friendly. We just wanted to say hi. We're heading up to the city."
All right. Go ahead and give me a persuasion or a charisma check.
Okay. Let's see what I'm better at. It doesn't matter. Good enough.
All right. So they got a okay. So you can tell based on their body motions that they seem to be rather uncertain, and you can see that several of them kind of pull out. You can see that in the boat there were a number of spears and other weapons that were out of sight, and you can see them picking them up, but they're not pointing them in your direction. And the
Hmm.
one in front um, yells out. You can tell he's speaking slower than normal, but you still don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, I'll go tell it. Okay. I think they're chill. They just are on alert. Yeah, I'll reach out telepathically again. Yeah, we can't understand that language right now. Um, do you put a fist up if you want us to just stop here and let you guys pass? Or if we can just go around you, put an open palm out.
He looks at your direction, and then he lifts his spear up into the air, and he points. He points to the south,
Points to the south.
All right.
and he
I'm
does
pretty
that
sure.
Come
motion multiple
around.
times.
He wants us to go away. Okay, no, we're not
No,
going away.
he I think he is considering that this city is controlled by the Kirig. I think he might be a raiding party and wants us to go attack with him, or at the very least, he is going to attack once it's out of his way.
I will confirm.
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop the
Um,
boats then.
I would like to chime into the lead party guy on the boat's brain.
Okay.
Um, what is it exactly you are wanting?
I forget. Does this allow?
Yeah, I can talk back.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's cooler than
So
mine.
he'll say then. You
Like briefly.
you are potential enemies. We
Okay.
please return the direction you came from, so we do not have to worry about you.
She's gonna look at the group and be like, "Do you think we might also be possible threat? I assume it's because of the war.
Hmm.
They want
Uh,
us to go back from whence we came."
do you think they'll notice if we just turn around for like 15 minutes and then turn back around? We don't have to deal with these guys.
I mean, we could try.
I'm not opposed to it. We're not in like any type of real rush to get to the city, are we?
Well, we do have the other pantheon that we are racing to get to the treasure, but I do not think a few minutes would be a difference.
Okay. Just try it then.
All right. So what are you guys gonna do?
I guess we'll just like give some affirming gestures and turn the boats around.
I have my spyglass, so I guess we could like go and hide somewhere and kind of like spy on them and make sure they go away and then come back.
That sounds amazing.
You know, the last
the only
time that
unfortunate
we
part is the magnification of blackness is still black.
Oh,
Uh,
good point.
You know, the last time that we encountered the Dradkin, we told them that we were looking for people who were planning to ally with their enemies, so that we could stop them.
Mm.
we could try that.
That works.
Yeah, whichever you want.
All right, time for diplomacy. I'm gonna
Give it a
chime the
shot.
same guy's brain.
Okay.
Did they know? Do they know what godlings are, or was it only the
I think they
the
did.
other people?
I thought they both kind of knew what godlings were. They just the other guy didn't like godlings because they stole his gems or whatever. Right?
Okay.
Which should be chill.
All right. We are looking for outsiders like us. They, I believe, are going to help the what do they call the Keurig?
Yeah, the Kirik.
Going
Like
to
the
help
coffee
the
makers.
Keurig. We wish to stop them.
He looks at you. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Or actually, no, this
Persuade.
would be a. Well, it's probably a deception check, actually.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
not really lying because we are trying to stop them.
I mean, are we?
Well, yeah, we typically have to fight other pantheons, so probably.
Oh, we're here to fight the other pantheon. I thought you
Okay,
said we
fair
were here
enough.
to fight the other guys.
So perception,
The
persuasion will work.
Where are we? We're gonna go.
Anyway, as far as your thing goes, you can talk to the creature, and your voice chimes in their head,
Oh, they
but
can
it doesn't come
understand me.
back.
Okay.
So what happened happened. You're not sure how it worked. This one time it came through, but yeah, in general, that's not the way it works. It's
That's
kind of
okay.
like Joel's telepathy.
Judge,
Okay.
did you not go through some effort to learn a spell that would solve this problem?
Yes, I was about to cast it, but Darcy started talking diplomacy, and I was letting her do her thing. I would cast tongues on Darcy so that she may continue her diplomacy and be able to
Yay.
communicate.
Okay, fair enough. So just as a reminder, what did you say exactly, Darcy, with that 30?
We were looking for outsiders like us who are they are here to help the Keurig, and we are here to try to stop them.
Okay,
Not the
so
not
the
Keurig.
guy in front seems to be nodding, and he says, "You cast tongues, right? Right, Tyler?"
Yes, I did.
Okay, so
I will put it in a
he
minute.
responds back, and you understand, and he says, "I'm not sure why, but I believe you. So you are seeking out these outsiders. Where would
Yes.
you find them?"
What's the city called again that we're trying to get to?
Pull up the map.
Siphon.
Siphon. Yeah.
Siphon.
I see. Well, then perhaps it is best that we let you pass. We will continue on our way. We were planning to raid Siphon, but the situation has changed. And so we you will have to travel on your own. We will be heading south soon ourselves.
There we go.
Easy enough. Good work.
All right. So they continue on their way without messing with you guys any further. All right. Cyclonin, you were deciding whether to go right or left. Which way have you decided?
Well, given they were sailing to the right, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna sail to the right or the east.
Okay, fair enough. So you follow the wall along for about half an hour, and and you come across, you see part of this massive tower. You can see just barely in view massive gray walls, and then you come across something that looks like a wooden dock. Although, as you get a closer look at the dock, it, at first glance it does look like wood, but if you get close enough, it's there's something wrong about it. It's almost like it almost looks like a clay that's shaped and colored like wood. Anyway, I'll switch to the new map.
Interesting.
As a word of warning, this map might take a while to load. It's pretty large.
Okay. I will go ahead and use my locket lantern.
Okay, that is there you go. Darcy, do you have a lantern or something?
Yep, I should.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Light him up.
All right. So, oh, hold on a minute. Something is not working right. Let me sit right there real quick while I try to figure something out. Okay. It's always something. It's not overhead. Not always visible. Is that what I want? No, that's not working. Maybe it's just hidden. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, so you've arrived at these semi-wooden looking docks. You can see that just past you to the north is a massive tower that you're not even sure how tall the tower is or how wide, but it is quite large. Then the docks end at this sort of ashy stone with stone slope that's travels steeply into the steeply below, and you can see some stairs that head up toward a cobblestone landing. And then you also see several buildings, and some of you can even see some supplies and other objects sitting around. You also see one of those skeletal flying creatures that you saw before, one of the psychopumps. And it seems to be heading your direction. So what do you do?
Judge would
Well,
very
I'm gonna-
quietly. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink from my stein of continual flame and also light it up.
All right.
And Judge
Is
will
that
very
a,
quietly draw
lantern
everybody's.
or a lamp as far as lighting goes? Or is it a torch?
Well, it does light in a 20-foot radius and
Okay,
dim
that's
light in
what it
another
said.
20
Okay.
foot.
Cool.
And Judge will also very quietly bring to everybody's attention directly south.
Yep, you can see another psychopump doing something to the south around another boat that you can see kind of floating there. Some of you could even see other docks and other boats, depending on your vision.
Should we say hi? Last one wasn't really aggressive. It was just kind of malicious,
Yeah.
slightly malicious.
Definitely strange. Well, if it requests us to say hi, I suppose we could at least stand on the dock. But yes, what's this thing?
The
It
psychopomp
requires more investigation.
gets closer as you are discussing what to do, and it looks at all of you, and it says, "Welcome to Siphon. I see you are not our usual guests, but you will have to register nonetheless. What brings you to Siphon?"
A legend.
He continues to move over, all the while speaking common, and he says, "A legend, you say? And is that what brings the demigods here?"
Yeah.
You
You
know
got a better line, mister?
you are not supposed to come. If I knew where he was, I would tell Drevos you were here.
Well, we're not the only ones, apparently. In fact, we're not even the first.
Oh man, those other guys beat us here.
Yes, they got here quite a while before us. A few hours, maybe a few days, we don't know exactly, but to catch them is good.
Who's
Are-
Trevos?
Are
Is
you
he is he
you
also a
speak of the
demigod?
Sokihiko? Yes. I said they should not be allowed, but they went through the process and they were allowed to enter eventually. And now you come, more of you. Why does Drevos not stop you?
Who is
Probably because he's fallen, as the rest of us are.
He gets close and he says, "I see we have Elia."
I'm not lying, I was guessing on your previous assertion. You asserted that Drevos should stop. Why wouldn't he? Well, he wouldn't because he has fallen like the rest of us. Otherwise, why would you pray to such a Drevos? It's merely an observation of your comment.
I see you are here to cause trouble. Well, no matter. Come out of your boats.
Alright.
What if we were to tell you that we come bearing an item that Rebos is allowed to enter into our possession? Surely no one other than someone accepted by Drevos would be able to wield the jaws of Drevos.
Oh yeah. I do have that power.
He walks up
Good.
to Cyclone and he sticks his big beak, on one side of your head, then the other, and then the top of your head, and then he looks straight at you, and he says, "So it is. But would a friend of Drevos lie? Maybe you stole it. Maybe you're on the run."
On the run? Dude, we just got here.
Well, where is your faith in Drevos? Would he not be able to stop us if we were to have done something so illicit?
Yeah, we're not that strong.
He looks at you, and he shrugs. "I don't know. Maybe it was trickery. None of the gods are all knowing, despite what some may say. Anyway, come now, out of your boats."
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, do we have to go that way? Okay.
Out of your boats.
I am but a humble ferryman. I must stay with the boat.
Say, Clone, get out of here.
He moves forward. You are friends with Drebos. You have nothing to fear. That's what you said. Out of your boats.
Say anything about Rivos?
Kinda did.
Well,
Not in
whatever.
relation to boats.
Fair enough.
All right. You can go around the building here. You can, this building here, if you go around the front, you will find the waiting area and you can register yourselves. Just
Okay.
be nice to the guests. Some of them don't realize why they're here yet.
Of course.
And you, he runs up, you troublemaker. I will be keeping an eye on you. In fact, I will follow you.
Okay. Let us go. Can I make to like go arm in arm with him? Like hooking
Oh my
elbows?
If you
What
do,
a skill.
Let us go.
he'll kind of step out of the way. If you want to try really hard, you can make a roll, but otherwise he's going to avoid it.
I'll let him avoid it, and then I'll just give him a sad and disappointed look that we're not going arm in arm. Thought you wanted to look after me.
All right, so go ahead and stop there real quick, because I realize there's something else I forgot.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, and usually you're not the one who dropped.
Nope.
No,
we
that
lost
was-
Brosnan.
Brosnan said he was gonna restart Discord.
Okay.
Gonna fix it again.
We're done right in a second. I just forgot a few minor details like some doors. I made the walls, but I didn't actually mark them. All right. Oh wait, one more. You guys should be able to see the doors now. So. He comes across and then he says, "Go on. Get yourself registered."
Okay,
Ah,
let's go
jeez.
in.
Yeah, hold on. Let me fix this.
Oh hey, it's a Carrack.
Yeah, just sit still for a second. Sorry. I don't know. Every time I try to use roofs, it breaks. Anyway, so
Huh.
you enter, and you see what looks like this strange waiting room. You can see chairs. You can see multiple, rooms and halls, and then you can see a large desk with a carriage behind it. And the carriage looks up as you enter, and he says, "Yes. When did you arrive?"
Just now.
And he looks. How many are you?
How many are there of us? 5?
5.
Very well. Stage for business.
Judge, what's our business?
We come to have a discussion with some other godlings.
And he looks up and he says, "Have you received permission from Drebos?"
Yep.
He looks at you, conglomerate, as you say that. Go ahead and give me a deception check.
He gave me his jaws. I don't know what to tell you. I have his jaws.
He looks at you and he says, he looks back at you, Judge, and he says, "Can you have your insects sit down and until our discussion's complete, please?"
Whoa! Excuse you? I thought you were a Carrick. I'll tell your brothers about this. They will not be happy.
He looks your way again, and he says, "I am not a normal Carrick.
Oh.
I am here to. My purpose is here to register those who have just arrived."
Alright, I'll leave you alone.
All right. So you have not had permission of Drebos. You are here to have a discussion with a group. Who you wish to have a discussion with?
Judge would remember whatever the other godlings were called.
Yeah, they had like some really weird name.
Sukahiko.
That, yes.
Okay. He sighs. We should have never let them through.
Probably not, but here we are.
Very well. We, please have everyone in your group. And he pulls out, you see, kind of out of the thin air appears a quill and a scroll. And you can see on the scroll a number of names. And then he turns it around and he says, "If everyone in your group sign here, and we will process you an order."
All right. Judge will go ahead and sign his name, and then he would like to, underneath, just annotate "and friend."
Annotate in what?
And friend.
He looks and he says, "No, they must sign for themselves.
Oh, he's-
Come on, come on.
Can we take the paper out to the boat?
They must come in here to sign."
No. I tried to get around that for him. Can I
I'm
see
sure
this
you
paper
can
for a
figure
moment?
something out. Maybe you can switch places with him. But everyone must come in and sign.
Alright. Well, I will leave everybody else to sign. I will just go see what we will be doing. Let everybody else do that paperwork. Brother Seglonin. Apparently the paperwork is to be signed in person. I tried to annotate and friend, but they will not accept this.
Well, is not this paperwork for entry into the city?
I would think it is. It seems like it, but they simply state permission to be here. And it's very vague whether here is the city or here is Ermanig, and this is just the bureaucratic capital of crap. I don't know.
This is quite the distance for someone to be registering.
That is true.
Since I am not planning to enter the city, I do not see any need to register unless it is for somehow all of Ermanig.
I shall go find out. I was trying to make it easy and did not work. Yes, my friend. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, there you are.
I'm just following you.
Shall we go hand in hand now?
No, just keep going.
Oh, okay. You are no fun.
Nope.
Is this paperwork simply for to be entering into Siphon or is it Ermenig?
It is to enter Siphon, or to use the
Okay.
facilities in the port.
No.
The port facilities, are they in or out of the memory of the water?
The port is out. You.
But
can
the boat
breathe.
is in the water.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I do believe Cyclonin will be staying on the boat. Unless one of you've got the better idea.
If there are any overflow required, then you'll be required to remove the boat if not all people are registered. If such a thing does not happen, then he can stay in the boat.
We will make a note of that.
All right. The rest
Okay.
of you, do you wish to sign, or do you wish to return to your boat?
I signed. Who else
I
signed?
will sign. I sign by just like scribbling.
Okay. He looks at you and he looks at it and he nods.
Perfect.
What about you two? Pointing at Darcy and Gizzard.
She signs Darcinia.
Okay. And what about you, Gizzard? Well, I'm going to assume he signs, unless anybody has any reason to think he would.
No, I think he would.
All right. So, in that case, the Carrig looks you over and he says, "Thank you for cooperating. You will find that it is difficult for you to breathe here. It is okay if you go to there's a central area where a cephosphere is has been placed, and it will provide the air you need nearby. You will also run into other guests. Please treat them appropriately. Many of them are not aware of their circumstances yet. And it will take some time to process your request for entrance. And we will call you. You may explore the rest of the port. If you the building up, he points this direction. There are sleeping accommodations that you can use if needed. Do you have any questions?
Nah.
Miss Darcy,
Mm,
anything to add?
what is it?
I said, anything to add? Any questions?
Does he know how long it's been since the other outsiders like us have been through?
Are you asking him, or are you still talking to Judge?
She'll ask. Do you know how long it's been since you have seen other outsiders like ourselves?
He thinks for a moment. We unfortunately let some through. It has been some time, but not a huge amount of time.
Did they cause trouble for you?
Oh, they are here without the permission of Drevos. They are demigods. They should know better. But they made the request, and the request was granted. I am sure nothing good can come of this.
Okay.
Well, good luck, and let's hope you have a good day.
Good day. We will call you.
Alright. Back to the boat.
I'm going to go tell. Oh, you want to go tell Cyclonin?
I think we all have to hang out on the boat until they process our request, right?
No, they
No,
said
he
you
said
can
we can explore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's even beds up there to sleep in if you get tired.
Oh,
Oh, by the
Right.
way, all of you still have you feel that the effects of the air are being harder to breathe. So you basically have the equivalent to 1 level of exhaustion at this point.
And we have that
okay.
area that we can go breathe. It's that bubble of good air.
That's what you were told. Yep.
Okay.
Alright, where's the good air
I'll go-
bubble?
Right, apparently the paperwork is complex and confusing. If there's a bunch of other boats or overflow, something like that, they may ask you to leave port. But as long as you stay here on the boat and don't get onto the dock, then you should not be requiring permission or paperwork. Are you sure you do not want to leave the boat?
Go ahead and wait right
I
there,
will.
Darcy. When they're done, I'll describe what you're seeing.
I will guard the boat.
All right. Well, send up a signal if you are needing anything or have any trouble, and we will try and do the same.
All right, so Darcy, you've kind of gone between the buildings, and you see this big fire pit, but the fire itself is purple in color, and floating above the pit is this kind of glowing, partially transparent sphere, and you can see there's light emanating from it. And you find that as you enter that light, that you have a lot easier time breathing, and the effects go away. You no longer have that effects of having exhaustion. You also notice several figures sit around in the area. There's multiple benches, and they're kind of just standing around, kind of gawking. And you recognize the dress. It looks very familiar to you, and they look like humans. But you notice something a little odd. They, rather than having the normal flesh tones, they are, their faces are completely gray. And you also notice a psychopomp kind of hanging around, seems to be talking to them. And they are all speaking a language that you don't understand. But you recognize it from, you've heard this language before.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Are these benches, these little squares?
Yeah.
Let's take a sit.
Okay, so as you sit at the bench, you can see there's a bunch of supplies. You can see where the land kind of drops off over here, and more stairs leading off to other docks. You also notice a tower, a small tower up to the north, some sort of massive gate or something like that leads to a very large bridge that goes out of sight. All right, so Darcy has gone off. Judge and Conglomerate Gizzard, what are you three doing?
I guess I might as well head into the city as well.
Okay, so you two, as you enter the light, you have a much easier time breathing, and your exhaustion effects dissipate. You also recognize the figures and recognize the language they're speaking, or at least you've heard it before, but you don't understand it.
Okay.
All right, so Judge and Gizzard, what are you two doing?
Judge will move up to explore that light in the city as well as soon as I can move again.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay, you guys having trouble moving your tokens?
AFK.
All right, so you get closer as well. You also recognize, you know, the people look familiar, although their skin tones are gray, and you recognize you've heard the language before, although you don't know what they're saying. And you can see the psychopomp seems to be having an animated conversation with them. They seem to be ignoring you, or they haven't noticed you yet. So what do you do?
Go ahead, I'm still AFK.
All right, so you guys sit down, you relax for a bit, and eventually the psychopomp says something vigorously to the other two, who kind of sit down and kind of slump, and then the psychopomp walks over to your group, and he switches seamlessly to common, where it says, "Oh, our new arrivals. As you can see, these guests, they arrived long ago, but, well, sometimes there is a accident, and, well, let's just say they have arrived again. And they don't know where they are yet. I've tried explaining, but they don't realize they're dead. However, you were not dead, and yet you were here.
That is true.
Be warned that
Have you-
most of the others, other guests here, are dead, and so I would keep that in mind as you speak
Well,
about it.
We will do our best to not upset anybody or make any troubles. But we are not the first non-dead peoples to be coming through here as of recently. Have you seen another group of godlings like ourselves?
Yes, I didn't think they'd be let through, to be honest. However, their request was granted.
Well,
It was.
do you know about how long or what their stated objective was here in the city?
I didn't hear that part. As far as how long, what can I say? Multiple cycles? He scratches his head.
Alrighty.
I'm not sure how to explain how long. A while.
Okay.
But not a long while.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, I see our next group is coming. So you'll see, you'll definitely see more. And you can see coming off of one of the docks is another group of gray humans. You'll see color in the icons, but they, you would see them as being, completely gray in color. And you can see another psychopomp kind of leading the way, and you can hear in common, this way, you have to be registered. I've been telling you. And then you hear grumbling, registered for what? I need to go home now. I have an appointment. And another one saying, where am I? And then so on. And then he kind of leads them around the building and into the building. All right, so you can see the psychopomp kind of steps to the side a bit, and you can see the two figures on the bench kind of speaking to each other, but they haven't even looked up. Somehow they've yet to notice you. So what do you do, if anything?
I will leave the dead be and head over towards Darcy.
She is braiding parts of her hair.
Yeah, you can see Darcy down here sitting on a bench.
Okay, I will go sit down next to her and go, I hope we do not have to wait long.
If so, I know how to pass time. Time to play music.
Nice.
Do, 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 do.
All right, so are you gonna play music now, or are you just telling them you might play it?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
She starts out with a big chord. Dale, she's a Dale.
No. Oh.
That's why she starts singing.
Fair enough. All right, go ahead and give me a performance check, Darcy. What are you playing?
Something just soothing in general. I mean, this is the land of the dead. You got confused new arrivals. I'll be their friendly resort music while they pass on into the hereafter.
As you play, you notice that several of the psychopomps, who, by the way, you can't seem to tell apart. They all look exactly the same to you. Anyway, you notice that several of them have kind of come, around and seem to be standing right around you, staring at you as you play with blank expressions. Do you continue to play?
Think they like it?
Look what you've done. Now my thing's panned all the way over there.
Oops, I was trying not to interrupt.
That's all right. But,
Put me in the middle of the blackness. That's fine. I moved back.
But anyway, you got your stone, Cyclone.
Alright, I'll go ahead and catalog that and put it aside.
Anyway, so the psychopomps are just staring at you. Do you continue to play?
Does my playing affect any of the people of the dead? Do they seem to notice it at all?
You do notice that the figures sitting on the bench have looked up and are looking your direction. They seem to have noticed you for the first time. And you also hear movement from the south, and and with the movement you hear, "Come back here! You have to register."
Oh, hello. I have an audience.
And yeah, they seem to just be moving around like almost like moths to a flame. And then you see one figure approach, and he says, "My name." And then he stops, and he starts again. "My name is Nupolsin."
Okay.
And he scratches his head and he says, "My words, they are weird. And
Yeah,
you
no
play
kidding.
music I have not heard. Where are we?"
You can ask one of these flying guys.
I'm surprised they're not at all bothered by the crow skeletons wandering around.
Why don't you ask one of these guys?
And then you see another a female approach. "My name is, I think it's Koog. For some
Okay.
reason, I am drawn to you."
Perhaps it is the music. as I continue to play while I watch the moths gather.
You see the older person walk away.
Later, I guess.
All right, so you continue to play, and they just look around, dazed and confused, for a while, and then the psychopomp looks over to you after about 10 minutes passes, and he says, "Perhaps you should take a break."
Okay.
And another one kind of walks up and says, "She is a demigod, or a demigoddess, I suppose. Perhaps the music has a more of an effect than we realize." "Well, it was going to happen eventually," a third one says. Everyone starts speaking the same language eventually here. It just happened a little quicker than normal. "All right, everyone," the third one says, "if you haven't registered, follow me. Show's over." And then he looks back at you, Darcy. "Show is over." What do you do, Darcy?
I stop playing momentarily.
All right, and then the people kind of dazedly kind of wander off after the psychopomp. All right, so they all
She's gonna wait for maybe like 30 minutes. You know, everyone can write their names or whatever, and then she's gonna start again.
Fair enough. All right, so Judge, you've gone into the building here, so I'm going to move you back a bit. So as you enter, the Carrig sees you, and he says, "Upstairs, you'll find some rooms where you could rest. You don't need to eat here, but most people, it takes a while for their minds to adjust. So there is food, so you can trick yourselves into, eating." And then he looks at you again. "Oh, wait, that doesn't apply to you. I'm sorry. We do not get many here who are still alive.
No.
Our food then is not good for you. It is not real. It is just enough to trick those who have died into thinking they are eating something. So do not eat it, or you can. It just won't help you at all. But nevertheless, you can rest upstairs if you wish."
Well, thank you very much. I was just wondering, how long does it take to get registered and the paperwork to be going through, on average?
Good question. It, depending on the complexity of the case, it could be anywhere from a little while to a long while.
Okay.
Thank you. It's just curious.
Very well. Do people insist on locks on their rooms? They haven't, it takes a while to learn. So if you wish a room, you will need to let me know so I can give you a key.
Of course, I was just taking a look around to get the lay of the land as we wait. I appreciate that. I will come back when we are ready to rest.
Very well. All right, so Conglomerate, you've been sitting on that bench for a while. You saw the singing situation. Darcy says she's going to continue in half an hour, but until then, what are you going to do, if anything?
I am going to just start exploring. I think I've already been in that room. But how is that?
So as you
Let's,
arrive up
let's
here,
just
you
walk
see
across this bridge.
A large gate, and the gate is currently open. And then you can see this long ridge that goes across. And as you look around either side, it's just a drop off to the quote-unquote sea floor. And then off on either side of the bridge are massive towers that rise out of view.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
the edging on the bridge it's about 3 feet tall. So if you get close, you could easily fall.
Okay. Well, I kind of want to go check it out. How long did he say it looked like it was, or did I just see it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's as long as you can see. All right, so you come
Yeah.
to the other side and you see another massive gate. This time there's massive metal doors that are closed, and you don't see
Uh-huh.
any way of opening them. They're just slabs of metal that are closed. You can,
Okay.
however, as you get close, feel some sort of throbbing energy.
Interesting. Okay.
And then
Now
you hear a voice in your head. You have not been approved.
All right. Whatever you say.
You go across and you feel a sudden wind, and then you make it to the other side.
Yeah, they want me to fall. Losers. So what's up with this big gem thing? Or is it
So
a
basically,
tower?
what you're seeing is a smaller tower. It's roughly 30 feet in diameter, and it's probably about 50 feet tall. And then sticking above, from the top, you can see rising from the top a smaller cylindrical object with multiple gems about. They aren't
Interesting.
glowing per se. There's no light emanating from them, but they do reflect a lot of light. So you suspect that maybe it could be used as a lighthouse or something like that. Something you could use it for signaling, although nobody's doing that currently.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Cool. I guess I'm just gonna keep exploring the city, so more.
All right,
All right.
cool.
What is
All right, conglomerate.
this?
What are you doing?
Was it me again?
I said conglomerate. Ask conglomerate what he's doing.
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry,
guess.
you're conglomerate. I meant say Gizzard. Sorry, Gizzard. What are you doing?
Oh, okay, that makes much more sense.
Okay, Gizzard's hanging out next to the fresh air. All right, so
I'm here.
oh, go ahead.
I'm here. I don't know if you said something. I had to try and restart Discord to see if I could get this to work.
Okay. So Judge and Conglomerate seem to be looking around the place. You saw Conglomerate kind of walk off and then come back. You're next to this air-giving sphere with the purple fire. What do you do?
I'm gonna ask Kong where he went and what he did.
I went across that bridge and there's just a metal door and some spooky voice that says, you're not allowed here." And then I came back, just kind of like looking around. I kind of want to check out what's inside these buildings soon, but I don't know. This place is weird.
The building. Let's check out the buildings then.
Okay.
All right, so as you get close, you can see a Carrig standing there. And as he sees you enter, he looks at you and he says, if you wish, you can rest here. You keep in mind that you do not need to eat. And then he looks at you harder. Oh, you're okay. You're alive. You do need to eat. In that case, our food will do nothing for you.
That's okay. I'm gonna take a bed in some of that fake food. That sounds great.
Very well. Do you wish?
I'm also curious.
Do you wish a room?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Or are you two going to stay together?
Sure.
Oh yeah, why not?
Very well. He reaches around and then basically pulls out a key, but as he pulls it out, you're not sure where it's coming from. It just kind of appeared in his hand, and then he hands it to you. And he says, it is on the 3rd floor. Just go up the stairs, and the number is on the key. There are 2 beds. There is a platter of fruit, grapes, I believe. But keep in mind, they will taste good. They will trick your mind into thinking you're eating. But since you are living, they will not sustain you.
Sounds
Okay.
great.
All right, so you 2 go up to the room, or are you gonna look around here first?
I want that food.
Yeah, let's go up to the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's up the stairs. There isn't a map for the 2nd, 3rd, and 3rd floor and so on, but it's kind of like the inn in the other map. So yeah, you go up and you find your room. The floors above seem to be somehow bigger than the floor plan down here would lead you to believe. So each floor is actually fairly massive, and there are many, many rooms. You suspect that you can have an entire village show up, and they would have enough rooms.
Honestly, they're surprisingly. I'm forgetting the word all of a sudden. They're quite kind here. I feel.
I don't know, they're kind of weird. But that's fair.
It's quite. If it seems like it would be quite comfortable if we came here after death.
Yeah, I mean that would be kind of comfy, I guess.
You get all the same experiences, just fake instead.
Mm-hmm. Although they don't seem to be very fast or good at what they do.
That's fair.
All right.
Okay.
So, Cyclonin, you're sitting in the boat. What are you doing, if anything, after you get your stone?
Yeah, basically just kind of meditating on the my spell list and just trying to think if there's anything I might want to prepare the next day.
All right.
Otherwise, just keeping an eye on the surroundings.
Okay, so you are actually, you're actually looking around and keeping track of things.
Yep,
All
I
right.
am on guard duty.
Fair enough. So as you're doing so, you can hear voices getting closer, and in fact, you can see. Get them out quick. You can see several boats approaching. However, you get the sense that with the weapons raised and whatnot, that that something is wrong. So let me go ahead and get these guys out for you. There they are. Doo-doo-doo. All right. So now I'm just going to move them closer so you can see them. And I'll move the boats closer. All right, so you can see several boats, the silhouettes of several boats moving closer, and you can see figures on the boats. And one of the you hear a crashing noise as one of the boats kind of crashes into the dock. So what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna stay put and just kind of stay out of the way, basically.
Okay. Fair enough. So you see, you can see figures running across the dock. You can see other figures kind of jumping across, jumping across the way on different docks. To the south, you can hear a scream and what sounds like some sort of fighting. The rest of you, you can hear a sudden ringing noise, and the psychopomps suddenly look around, and then you can hear yelling at the docks, and then you can see them kind of taking off toward where Darcy. You can tell they're going in the direction of where your guys' boat is. So what do you guys do, if anything?
I will go look.
Okay, so as you look, you can see the psychopomps running, and you can see a number of figures running right past the boats, and you can tell that they are Dradkin. You can see that they're brandishing weapons, and they've completely ignored Cyclonin because he's in the boat. They've just run right past him, running right toward the psychopomps. So, Judge, what do you do, if anything?
Stay kind of hidden behind this barrel and box of stuff. I'm not gonna get involved just yet. Technically, I'm still waiting for permission to be here.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check for hiding.
Okay.
And Cyclonin, is your intention to stay out of sight as well, or are you just going to sit there and let them do what they want?
Like I said, I'm not gonna intervene.
Are you going
I
to try
might-
to hide, or
think
are
it
you just going to sit still?
I think I'm gonna pull the boat away from the dock. I'll just kind of go way offshore just to kind of stay away from all this stuff.
Oh, okay, so you're actually leaving. Okay, great. So they're going to leave you alone as you do so. As you squeeze between the other boats. So you kind of go off a ways. Judge, you saw him. You saw him kind of head off. However, as you try to hide, you're oftentimes you're in your avatar form, but this form's a bit bigger, and you don't always account for that. And you don't necessarily realize it yet. Actually, you probably do realize it because they look over and they see your head part of your head sticking up over the barrel. And so they definitely
I'm
know
a
you're
six-
there. Oh, go
A
ahead.
6 foot guy hiding, a 6 foot tall guy hiding behind a 3 foot tall box.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so you can hear the Dradkin yelling at the psychopomps, and then the psychopomps are shrilling back, and you can see they're all brandishing weapons, and apparently they're preparing to attack. All right, Darcy, you saw the psychopomps run off. You saw Judge briefly, and then he ran off. You can hear a bunch of yelling. You heard a crash, and so forth. So what are you gonna do?
Gonna be nosy.
Gots to be nosy.
All right. So as you kind of come around, you can see the psychopomps have gathered. You can see, actually, here's another one that's coming as well. And then you can see a bunch of Dradkin kind of brandishing weapons and yelling and running up the docks. And to the south, you see another set of Dradkin kind of running up from another dock as well, brandishing weapons. So, what do you do?
None of my business.
All right. Well, you were there, so go ahead and give me a stealth check if you're going to try to sneak away without being seen.
Okay. What's all the drama? Oh, none that I like. Never mind. Let's see. Still.
I like indeed.
All right.
I was
so
definitely
you,
never
you,
hit.
you managed to sneak away. They don't see. Nobody stops you. So you run off, and then you do notice, however, Carrig kind of pop out of the building, open the door, and is looking around. Probably, or you're not sure for who, but once he notices you, he gestures you. Wait. You seek to enter the city, yes?
Yes.
Your case can be expedited if you help defend the city.
Oh, interesting.
I will leave it at your discretion.
Well, time to
Um,
gather the troops.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
All right, Judge. You can see that the groups have met, and you can see that the fighting has started to break out between the two groups. However, you notice that they are currently ignoring you because they are busy trying to deal with these psychopomps. So what are you going to do, if anything?
There's a whole bunch of them.
Yes, and it is clear
wait a
that the
second.
psychopomps are starting to lose ground.
Right, wait a second. I have this. Are the psychopomps undead?
Yeah.
And undead does not benefit from healing.
No.
Alright. Well, having previously said I'm going to stay out of the way, I'm going to stay out of the way for now. I am unawares of the deal that Darcy just made, so.
He said it's up to my discretion. So.
Yeah. I don't know what you're deciding, and I did say I'm going to stay out of the way for the moment.
Okay.
Because I don't know who the good and bad guys are.
No one does.
Fair enough. So Darcy, you've entered the building. Gizzard and Conglomerate aren't actually there. They've gone upstairs already. However, you do see Carrig, and he sees you enter, and he says, "Your friends have gotten a room. Do you wish to stay in the same room they are in, or do you wish a different room?"
I wish to speak to them. If you could point me to which room they are in.
They are on the 3rd floor, 127th room.
Thank you.
Alright,
gonna
so
go find the dum-dums.
yeah, you go up the stairs, and the upper floors are huge. Much bigger than you would expect them to be based on the bottom level floor plan. But eventually, you get to the 127th room, and you can hear Gizzard and Conglomerate on the other side. So what do you do?
Knock.
All right, you guys hear a knock.
There.
Hello?
Conglomerate. Gizzard.
Yeah.
There is commotion outside.
Oh, okay. Are we supposed to do something about it? What do you mean?
One of the Keurig suggested if we helped defend this place, that we will not have to wait as long.
Oh. Okay, who's
did you-
attacking?
I will gather the others and see.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Who's attacking?
The insert what they're called here
Dreadkin.
that we met before on the
Oh. Okay.
Do we
On the
want
boat.
to fight those guys though? I don't know.
necessarily. But if we do help them, then we get to go into the city quicker. Or we can just literally sit out and see what happens.
I mean, I'm down to help out. It's just I don't really want to make an enemy of the Dreadkin because they seem kind of nice in general. I don't really want to pick a
They
side.
both were nice to us, so long as we were nice to them.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we're not going to.
Then
be nice
again,
to
the
them.
others tend to be more prone to mischievous behavior and opportunity.
As you're talking downstairs, you can hear a scream, and then you hear a bunch of running.
Well.
Alright. I guess we should help. Okay, let's go.
Our magic doesn't even work out here, does it?
Yeah, it does.
It
It most
does,
certainly does.
Just some spells are like restricted or something.
Alright, so I'm going to have you guys stop there real quick. So let me go ahead and turn on the grid. This might cause a load. Sorry about that. Oh, that was quicker than I was expecting.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'll go ahead and have you guys roll initiative. Judge, I know you haven't entered the fray yet, but I'm going to have you roll initiative anyway. Just so
Not a
if you
problem.
decide to, you're all set up.
I just need to be notified of what the plan is.
Plan? I don't think
Yeah,
we have
plan,
a
it's-
plan.
A plan is one of those things where you decide on a bunch of things that you're not gonna do.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And then do them.
Understood.
Oh my goodness, look at all these.
Oh my god, why are there so many of these guys? I don't really want to fight them. That's so many.
Well, keep in mind, that's both sides and some innocents.
Gotcha.
Alright, Judge. So, you are, it's your turn. So, are you going to basically stay out of sight? Or, try to stay out of sight?
I'm pretending I'm out of sight because I don't know any better, but I am for this round until I guess everybody arrives.
Alright.
I don't know yet. That would make sense. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Where are you? Okay, so yeah, you're going to.
Oh, just out of curiosity, are there any dead people getting close to the fight or the fray?
You definitely heard one of them scream.
The dead people, the innocent dead people.
Well, that sounded like
From
a
what-
woman's scream. So take that as
All right. From what direction?
It was from this direction. Can you see the arrow on the right side
Okay.
of the screen? It's behind
Yeah.
the combat tracker. Okay.
In that case, I will spend my movement getting.
Oh, okay. It came from this
How far
direction.
can I? Yeah. How far can I move? What do you mean? I think I can't get past the.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't get past the corner.
There you go.
All right. How far can I go?
You're at 55 feet. 50 feet. Yeah, you see the number in bracket? That's how far
Okay.
you're moving. Yeah.
All right, that's all the farther I can get. I will use my action to dash to get another 40 feet. 20. All right. Where's the screaming person?
Down this
Over
direction,
here.
to the south.
All right. Let's see. With my dash action, that's as far as I can get.
Yeah,
Or no,
how fast are you? 30. So you can move 60 with your dash action. So yeah,
Alright,
you
in
move,
that case.
you move past it already.
Alright, so I should
we'll
be
leave
back
you
here
there,
somewhere?
Yeah. So yeah, you
Okay.
can see the number in brackets. So with your normal action, you can move 30, and then with your dash, you can make that 60, unless you're using one of your abilities that gives you more movement.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be it. Just get around the corner.
All right, fair
Right.
enough. You can see the Carrig attacking one of the Dreadkin there, and he hits. So the Dreadkin is going to take damage.
Is there an end turn?
Yeah, it's the Carrig's turn. But I'd passed you, but I went back so you can
Okay.
do your movement.
Okay.
All right. So one of the Dreadkin over here is going to move, and he is going to attack. He's got 3 spear attacks. Two of which hit. Alright, so that would be, what was that, 20, 36 damage. Alright. Alright, so you can see one of the Dreadkin below is going to attack one of the Carrig, and he has his 3 spear attacks, so he's going to do that. And one of them hits. Damage. And 16 versus the Carrig. And that's that. Alright, you're gonna move into place. You can't attack yet. Alright, so the Psychopomp is going to attack. Alright, so you get 3 of your attacks. Armor classes. Okay, so one of the attacks hits. For 10 damage. Alright, Gizzard. So you're not in a square right now, which is fine, but just wind up end in a square when it's at the end of your turn. So you can see that the Carrigs and the Dreadkin are fighting here. You can see one of the Dreadkin seem to be chasing after one of the dead women. And you can see Judge up to the north. And yeah, that's all you can see for now. So what are you going to do?
So the plan is to help the Keurig, right? Is that what we're doing? Are we
Well,
set
these
on this?
Keurig aren't real Keurig. They're like fake Psychopomp Keurig. But yeah, I think we're thinking of fighting the Dreadkin, maybe. I don't know.
Well, this one is going after a perfectly innocent person, as far as I'm concerned, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're great. I think we should fight them.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to attack this particular Dreadkin.
Okay. first one. Definitely dodges the second one. And the last one's a crit.
Well, that's nice.
We'll make up for your really crappy rolls.
With another crappy roll, though.
Alright, hits him in the back for 7 points of damage. He looks back towards you. Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Can move up a bit.
Alright. Hit end turn and ready.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, you're going to get closer. You're going to attack a bunch of times. You're going to get a couple crits. Okay, you're going to do 46, 56, 66 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
You hear a creature die. And like he is like, ah! Okay, you're gonna move up to the fray. You're gonna move up to the fray. Alright, Conglomerate. You're not sure how, but you just somehow just kind of felt in your bones as one of these Dradkin went all out and eviscerated one of the enemies with 66 points of damage. So what are you gonna do?
Jesus.
Of course, they got 2 crits, so that's why. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's still insane. Should we try to talk to them, or should we just start killing? Let's see how tough these guys are. What's that?
I do not believe diplomacy is effective any longer.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just test it out. I'm gonna take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
And if there's that many of them, might as well drop some of my nice spells. We're in a town. Let's we have had a long rest, right?
Yeah, you've had a long rest.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna update my spell slots. Sorry, they were still at their lower numbers from last time I played. Okay. Nature. I'm gonna get my 10 temp hit points. Okay. Let's attack this guy, right, that I have targeted.
Alright.
I have 3 attacks, so let's just see what's happening.
Alright, you hit, but just barely.
Okay, noted. I think I just get a plus 10 to this. With no any other rolls. Okay. How much damage does he take from that?
So is that 22? Alright.
Yeah. Not a shit ton. I'm gonna keep taking them out one by one then. I'm gonna throw 2 more attacks onto that guy.
Alright.
Oh, well,
Okay.
let's do this first one and see if he's still alive. He gets an extra d6, right? Because of my special
Yeah.
thing. Or ignore one of those d6s. Why don't you take off
Alright,
like
another
2 damage?
26. As another bolt slams into him. But he's still alive.
He is? Alright. Come on. Oh no, it's a miss.
And he dodges that one.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna stand here and let them do their thing.
Alright, so this Dradkin is going to attack the Keurig right in front of her.
Wait, didn't
so-
you already hit twice? Sorry. Didn't Conglomerate already hit twice and only roll damage?
What? No,
No,
I
he
rolled
missed the
damage.
third attack.
I missed the third
Oh.
attack.
Sorry.
All right, no problem. So that's 1 hit and 1 crit. So we'll do a normal hit and then a crit. So that would be 39, 49. So it says 5 because I have their I'm factoring it down because anyway, then the hit points are a factor of 10 too low, but I don't want to go through and update all the tokens, so that's why it looks weird. But anyway, so 49 damage. Alright, so this one here, he is going to run north toward Conglomerate.
Hey.
And he is then going to use a spell against Conglomerate. Melf's Acid Arrow.
No, not that again.
So Conglomerate, sorry, I said Conglomerate, I meant Gizzard. So he's attacking
Oh.
Gizzard. Because Gizzard's the one
Because
who
Gizzard's
attacks,
the one who-
that's why, yeah. Let's see, Gizzard, what's your defense? It's 17, so he hits.
Unfortunate.
So you take 8 points of acid damage,
That seems kind of lucky.
and at
Actually,
the end of your
pretty
next turn, you're going to take another 2d4 from this
Okay.
punch. Alright, so Dradkin, you're going to run up, you're going to do all your attacks. And somehow they're all going to miss. Alright, Mr. Psychopomp, you're going to attack. And 2 of those are going to hit. I'll just do, just make it easy on myself. Alright, so 28 damage. Mom's dead. Alright, the Carrick then is going to attack back. So that's a miss and a hit. For 21 damage. Alright, Darcy. So you can see the Dradkin that was chasing after the woman is going after Gizzard instead. And then you can see the Carrick and the Dradkin are fighting it out. And it's kind of a toss-up about who's going to win. So what are you going to do?
Well,
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I don't know if you heard anything I said, but yeah, it's your turn.
Ooh. Do I feel like my magic is limited in this area?
It's the same as everywhere in Erminig. You know, some stuff like teleport doesn't work, but a lot of your normal spells still work. So yeah, you can't use polymorph or teleport and that kind of thing, but you can use your normal attack spells and whatnot.
Okay. I'll use Dissonant Whispers. on this one.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw. Cool. He succeeds.
Darn.
So half damage. So red roll damage. Alright, so it looks like you took 4. Also, make sure to. I'm going to move conglomerate as well. Move into a square when you end your turn. If you... All right, hit and turn on ready. All right. So you two are fighting. So all right. Let's do. Okay, 1 hit. 9 damage. Not the best. Okay. You are going to move into place. Move around your fellows. You are going to attack back after being viciously hit. Two of those will hit. For 29. Okay, so back to you. Alright, so you need to get into place. Flanking. Oak is going to run her butt off. Alright, Mr. Psychopomp over here is going to disengage and move back to the choke point. Alright, Judge. It's now your turn. You can see that there's still a fight going on down here. You can see that the woman has managed to run off, and the person that was chasing her is now going after Gizzard. So what are you going to do?
All right, I see that my teammates here are attacking the Dradkin. Well, there's only 3 Dradkin here, and they've got 2 of the Keurig as backup. But there's a whole shitload of them over down by Cyclonin, so that's where I'm going. I activate Blade Song, giving me movement and AC. And I'm going to feed over here.
Okay.
I impact the wall.
Fair enough. There you go.
Boom.
Thank you. Can step out here, and I can step over here.
Yep.
All right.
You can see there's a giant group. They're fighting off 2 of the psychopomps. One of the psychopomps, at least one of the psychopomps, has been killed.
One of these 2 here.
Yeah, so there's a third one that you can see. I think I deleted it, but you can see the corpse on the ground.
Okay. And it's too dark and too far away for me to see Cyclonin.
Yeah, he's gone.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, things are getting hot, so let's make it hot.
Okay. Burn.
All right, fair enough. Oh, there's the body.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna move him back in a second. But, sorry,
that's okay.
it's being stubborn. I was trying to get the body. There it is.
And yeah, you said that my undead sense said that the psychopomps were undead and that healing wouldn't actually help them.
That's right.
So
or at least not.
yeah,
that you,
I-
yeah, you can provide.
yeah.
All right,
So
saving
okay.
throw. So first one fails, second one makes it, third one fails, fourth one makes it, fifth one makes it. All right, so it looks like 2 failed. So go ahead and roll damage.
half on the rest.
So it looks like you get half. So what is half? 11? Okay, so you get half. And then who's the other one who gets half? Oh, I got it backwards. No, you get full. Sorry. Half is you. You're this one, so you get 11. The other one that gets half is you. Alright. So, 22. I already did that one. Okay. Cool. So, yep, your fireball goes in and explodes. They are all singed.
And I definitely have their attention.
Oh, yeah.
That was my action, bonus action to activate Blade Song, and I moved. I'm gonna call that for this hit.
Alright, so you are heading up to the fray to attack. You finally made it. So you're going to attack. So all of those hit. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 34 damage. Alright, so now back to the Carrig trying to take out the Dradkin. Okay, first one hits, second one misses. Oops, not D10. Alright, so 12 points of damage. Somehow the Dradkin survives with 3 hit points. And so the Dradkin then is going to disengage. And he is going to run. Alright, so now this Psychopomp is going to attack the weakest target nearby. Weakened by Judge, for that matter.
Nice.
So 2 of those are hits. So 28 damage, which is enough to kill the Dradkin. He waves your direction, Judge, as he kills the Dradkin. For some reason, it's not showing the blood thingy, so let me do that. There you go. Alright, Gizzard, you can see that one of the Dradkin ran away. The other is still fighting off 2 Carrig. Third that attacked you is kind of coming around the corner. So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot the one that attacked me.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, instead of doing that, I'm going to... Kong, do you want some haste?
Oh, can we do that here?
Yeah.
Like, I'm down.
Or the no?
Yeah. I'll start shooting.
Okay. Am I mistaken? Can we not do that here?
No, you can. You couldn't polymorph him or teleport him, but yeah, you can haste him.
Yeah.
Illusionary
that's
butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute.
Love that.
And as they do so, the Carrig scream in unison.
What?
They see the flower butterflies and flower petals, and they scream. It's frightening them.
It's scary, dude. I don't know what to tell you. That's terrifying.
All right. Have fun with that haste.
I will.
It's
Thank
my
you.
turn.
All right, hit enter.
No problem.
All right, so the Dratkin is going to disengage. It's going to leave the Psychopumps to its allies and rush over to Judge. You can't do anything yet, but obviously he's planning to next turn. Alright, Conglomerate. You can see that 2 of the Dratkin are nearby, 1 went south running away. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's fine if they want to run. Do I need to burn any more spells on these guys? That guy nearly hurt you over here, right, Gizzard? Up to the right?
Oh yeah, I forgot,
Correct.
Gizzard, at the end of your last turn you took the rest of the 6 points of acid damage. Because of the,
right.
the acid arrow thing.
Yeah, let's deal with this guy. Hunter's mark is on him. Okay, and I have 3 attacks again, which is very fun. So let's begin.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
You got close enough, I'll just tell you their AC is 20.
Sounds good. I'm
So,
assuming he's
26
still gonna
damage?
be alive, so I'm gonna do it again. That does
You hit.
hit.
Yep.
Okay. How close is he gonna be?
29 damage, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
No way. Alright,
He
fine.
still lives.
Let's just. Oh, let's finish him off. It's gonna be a fucking crit now, because of course. It is. Oh, I should have split. Oh, I should have split the attack between these two. Oh, I should have done that. That's so goofy of me. Oh well.
It's
Is it
crazy
too
that
late-
you felt that.
Yeah. Is it too late to retro that? I kind of think it is.
Yeah, you already
actually.
rolled your crit, so yeah. I think
Yeah,
you're,
no,
you're,
yeah,
You're done.
that totally makes sense. So 1d6 plus 10 on the crit, and then an extra d6, just to see how much damage I would have done to this schmuck. All right,
Alright,
there
so
we
what is
go.
that, 43?
Yeah, he explodes.
He explodes.
Jesus.
Thank you. I needed that.
Alright, so the Dratkin, she's kind of noticing what's going on around her, and has decided to try something a little different. Actually, let me, what's this spell slot thingies. Alright, so lightning bolt, 5th level. There you go. So now it affects the 2 Carrig, Conglomerate, and Gizzard. So
Oh, good.
both, so Conglomerate and Gizzard, go ahead and roll a, oh, and it affects the old man too. Alright, so, yeah, go ahead and roll a DC 14 dexterity save.
I need to
Oh,
read
boy.
something about my spell really quickly. Oh, that's so mean. Okay.
All right.
Alright, so you two made it, so you take 17 points of damage from the lightning bolt.
Actually, can I pay for
Okay.
it's 17?
17, yeah. The old man, but beneath you, his undead corpse hits the ground, and you see it's just smoking, and whatever happens when you die here is what's going to happen to him.
Oh, bridge guy. Those bastards.
Oh, let me delete that thing. Alright, so where are you? Okay, here you are. So you're going to move in and attack the Psychopomp with advantage. 3 times. And he hits. For 49 damage. But somehow the Psychopomp lives. Just barely. Alright, the Psychopomp then is going to, they can fly, so he's going to move into a flanking position around the Carrick, but the Dradkin gets to take a opportunity attack, which he succeeds. So he takes damage as he does so, but then attacks the Dradkin with advantage. Come on. 2d20. Whatever. So let's do that. So that would be a hit. A hit. And a hit. Alright. For 45 damage against the Dradkin. Alright, the Carrick is then going to move to a flanking position and attack the Dradkin. So first attack hits. Second attack hits. And so the Dradkin takes 25 damage. Alright, Darcy, so you can see that the Dradkin is flanked by the Carrick, but you hear a lot of combat coming from on the other side of the building, and one of the Dradkins fled to the south. So what are you going to do?
Yep. Let's see. Eldritch Blast.
She is flanked, so you have advantage.
That one.
Okay, you hit. You hit. And you hit. So 10 so far. And then you got one more since you hit all 3 times. So 16. So that definitely hurt her. She took half of the remaining life, but she's still alive. Okay, hit and turn it ready.
Boop.
hear one of the psychopomps shrilling. Oh wait, what am I doing? You guys don't have a view of that. So let me put the camera back to where it should go. Sorry about that. All right, so one of the psychopomps attacks. The Dreadkin off screen does a bunch, including a crit. So 9. So 59 damage. All right, so the Dreadkin here sees what's happening, and she is going to use greater invisibility. Thing. Cast a spell. She turns invisible. Actually, that's fine. And then she attempts to move. Then you notice that one of the psychopomps laughs as she moves and says, "That does not work on us. You should know that by now," and attacks.
You've activated my trap card.
Hitting her all 3 times. For 39 damage, killing her. Once again. Alright, you're going to attack. I can just use your normal attack thingy. So a hit and a crit. And 50 damage. Not enough to kill it, but it's getting close. Alrighty, so you're going to attack with advantage. And this is probably going to be it. Oh, no, only 2 of those hit. Actually, what am I doing? I just do our normal things. So we'll just do damage. And damage. So that would be 39. And that kills the psychopomp. Ko-Oak is going to continue to run. I'm going to say she got away, so I'm going to remove her from the combat. And the psychopomp here was guarding, but he is going to come back and attack. Two hits, Animus. For 29 damage. Alright, Judge. One of them was foolish enough to run right up to you to apparently melee attack you or something. So what are you going to do about that?
I'm going to sidestep him to start with. Keeping my eyes locked on him, I'm going to smile, raise my hands, and come on. As I raise my hands, the orbs on my left pauldron float up and zoom to attack. these people down here. I'm gonna have 5 attack this one, and the other 5 attack this one.
That is a ranged attack, right?
Yeah, they move up to 30 feet.
Oh, I know
So
that,
I can hit
but
both
the
those.
reason why I ask is typically ranged attacks are
They're melee
disadvantaged.
attack. Nope, these are considered melee attacks because they're coming from the tiny object itself.
Okay, go for it.
It should say down at the bottom there. If you command the object to attack, it can make a single melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of it. They can move
Yep.
30 feet, so
Yep,
they
that's
can
what I
get
was
to
asking.
these
Fair
2
enough.
people.
Anyway,
Okay.
go ahead.
Alright. So there's for first 5. 1. Normal. 2. Normal. 3.
That hits.
Normal.
That hits. That hits.
Wait a second. 4. Normal attack. And then 5. Did all 5 of them roll?
I see
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you need one more to roll.
Okay. Attack. Normal. There we go.
Okay, so 4 of them hit.
Alright, so that. Alright. So that
You
first
can
guy
just do your
takes.
damage all at once. If you can.
Alright. Hold on a second. Let me calculate that. That's gonna be 44 plus 20. Okay.
Sure. It's a big plus. So 29. Okay.
Okay, and then the other 5 are gonna go to this guy here.
Okay.
And so that'll be normal.
1 hit.
2.
1 miss.
3.
Another hit.
4.
Another hit.
5.
And a miss. So 3 hits.
Okay, so that'd be 3d4, 4, 8, 3d4 plus 12. Okay.
Okay.
Come on.
Alright, 21.
Okay, so 21 points of damage to that guy.
Yep.
And that's him, and that's him. And then I'm going to measure.
And it's become clear, by the way, that the Dradkin don't all have the same hit point totals. So some of the Dradkin are weaker than the others. This one
1.
seems to have a higher total than this one, for example.
2, 3, 4, and 5 is the guy next to me. Did you see those guys I highlighted?
Okay, what about him?
I'm going to smile and say Bazinga. And contingency, my still in strike.
When a certain circumstance occurs, okay.
And
Oh,
the
Bazinga.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, and so come on, spellbook. So those 5. Do you want me to highlight them one at a time?
No, I think I got it.
Okay. All right. 1,
That's a hit.
2,
That's a hit.
3,
That is also a hit.
4,
Also a hit.
5.
And a hit. So you hit all 5.
Okay. Do you want me to roll damage each individually?
I think we can roll damage for all of them. Or just roll one.
Okay. Damage is 16.
45.
Yeah.
Alright, nice. That's good damage.
So 45 damage to all 5 of those people.
And one of them died in the process. 2 of them died in the process. 3 of them died in the process. Alright, it didn't get all the deaths going, so I'm going to go ahead and do that manually. So you can see which ones died. So the older leader Dradkin are obviously tougher, so they survived it. But the other ones in that area did not.
Okay, and that was a spell, so I don't have a bonus action attack.
Right?
I'm gonna stay right there.
Okay. Well, the psychopomps are certainly going to try to take advantage of this, so it's going to move up and attack. That is two hits. Or 37 damage. Alright, so big screams and claws at the Dradkin. Alright, the Carrig have the Dradkin flanked. Hit. And crit. So that would be 36 damage, which takes her out. Alright, you are running, so you are going to run toward the boats. Alright, Gizzard, you can see that the Dradkin that in the area you can see have been taken out. You can still hear the sounds of combat over this direction, though. So what are you going to do?
Which direction is this direction? Can you ping it?
You see the arrow on the corner or the side of the screen?
Now I can do.
You see the alley over here? This is where the sound's coming from.
The entire background of this place is black for me. Like I don't see buildings or anything.
You should have a light source if Darcy's nearby.
No, like not as though I can't see, but it's just like the buildings that are here, I don't see any. I don't see them at all. The only thing I can see other than like shadows is this.
That's strange. You should have
It is
dark
odd.
vision and everything.
What I'm saying is it's not my vision being it's not that I can't see in the game. It's that the map isn't fully loaded in for me for some reason. So I don't see any alleys.
You might need to refresh then. Yeah, sorry.
I already tried that many times and it's the same. But I'll try one more time.
Because I saw you moving around the buildings and stuff before, so is this a recent thing?
No, I was just following where other people went.
Oh.
And I had a mental image. It might take a minute to load.
Okay, so we'll come back to you then in a minute.
Yeah.
Alright, So the Dradkin north of you, Judge, obviously is going to do what he went to do, and that is attack. So 27, 29, and a 22. So I'm assuming the 22 misses, but the 27, 29 should hit, right?
24 plus 5 is 29. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the 2 hits.
Okay.
27 and 29 both will
Fair
hit.
enough.
I'm not
So he
going
stabs
to
you
burn a
twice.
shield spell.
For 38 damage, 38 piercing damage.
Okay.
Alright, so go ahead and just pass you, Gizzard, but once you can see something, let me know, and then we'll go back to your turn.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's the same. The map isn't actually loaded in for me.
Maybe if you move him, if he says he wants to go down the alley, then he'll be able to see once he gets past the buildings. I don't know.
So there's a second Gizzard now. Can you see now?
No. Like, yeah, my point is that the vision is working just fine. Like I see shadows of buildings that I don't actually see.
So
Oh, that's because the doors are locked and he can't see inside?
No,
I don't know.
and I'm standing on just nothing. Like the ground,
what
it
about
doesn't
now?
exist. Still the exact same thing.
Okay. I don't know.
Take a screenshot.
Here, I'll just move you over toward Judge. Do you see anything now? Do you see at least Judge and tokens and stuff?
I can see tokens just fine.
Okay.
It's literally just the map I can't see.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But all right, so you can now see Judge, and you can see the Dradkin he's fighting, and a bunch of people to the south. So what are you gonna do?
Cool. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the Dradkin he's fighting.
Okay. Go ahead.
Nice.
Okay, that's a hit. Miss. And miss. For 12 damage. Well, at least you only got one of them, but at least the one you got, you rolled good damage
Yeah.
for.
That is my turn.
All right, Conglomerate, then we're going to go back to you.
Sounds good.
What just happened? I think we... That was weird. Alright, go ahead, Conglomerate. What are you gonna do?
Did I notice where, like, if I'm hearing other noises? I think I
Yeah,
heard
basically
stuff
this
off this way. Yeah. Oh, I see the corner of some guy. Let's move a little bit closer.
You might not be able to move past there, so I can move you there. There you go.
Cool. Okay. He bonus action and put my hunter's mark onto that guy, and let's kill him.
You hit.
Okay.
Alright, 26 damage.
You dead yet?
Not dead.
Alright, then more.
You miss. He dodges.
Oh dang. Okay. I have one last shot at this.
That's crit.
That should be enough to get rid of him.
What is it with you and crits on the last hit?
I don't
Especially when you're
know.
almost dead.
It's working out all right.
And he is
Oh,
dead.
that's crazy. All right.
Oh, he was dead before I took in the 6 into account. There you go.
That's
Now he's
fine. Got him, guys. How's it going?
Alright, so this guy is going to disengage. And he's going to run. And then this one will will kind of run up and it says, "You better run. Do not come back. We will destroy you every time."
Wow.
All right.
They're
So
feeling,
this Craig is gonna go look for the other guy. All right, Darcy. You can you heard the psychopomp, and you can definitely hear combat from this direction. So what are you gonna do?
Well, let's see what's happening.
As you come out, you don't see anything out here. I mean, you see one of the Carrig hasn't gone yet, but you see a couple of dead bodies, but no enemies.
Hmm.
Alright, as you come out, you can see some psychopomps. And you can definitely see corpses on the ground.
Well, that's all I can do.
Alright, hit and turn ready. Alright, so this psychopomp is probably going to die, but he's going to try to attack anyway. Okay, 2 hits. He does 35 damage to the Dreadkin. Woefully inadequate as the Dreadkin turns back around to take him out. And he hits every time. For 56 damage, taking out the Psychopomp. And then he spends his other action to move, and that's his turn. And the Psychopomp comes up and attacks. Die! He misses, or he hits twice. Does 29 points of damage, not taking out the Dreadkin, who still lives. Right, Judge. What are you gonna do? You can see that the Dreadkin is badly wounded. Another Dreadkin is attempting to run, and you can hear some sort of fighting coming from further south.
All right. My all 10 of my spheres that were down here attacking those people, they are all going to attack him. I forgot to do attacks of yeah. I forgot to do attacks of opportunity. I wonder if that counts. They are creatures.
I don't think so, unless the spell says they do. So that would be a
Hold
lot
on
of
a
attacks
second.
opportunity.
Yeah, that would be. Well, it'd only be 5 because 5 were attacking him, 5 were attacking. They'd all be within 5 feet, though. Hold on a second.
But you know,
I realize we can't do
normally if
anything.
you had all of them out, yeah, it would be a lot. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead and do your roll.
Okay. And it's going to be all 10 attacks against that guy there. They're going to move 30 feet and do that. So,
You can just do /R 10d20 and then open it up and see what all the rolls are and add it, and just tell me how many hit.
all right. Now it's, okay, hold on a second. Oh, look. Come on.
Okay, animate objects does say that each animated thing becomes a creature under your control until the spell ends, or until it's reduced to 0 hit points.
Okay, yeah, I guess so then. Well, we'll have to start.
I
Doing
don't know
next
if that
time.
would have. Yeah, I just. We cannot let them escape. Anyone who leaves will tell the rest of the Dradkin what we did here.
Oh, good thought. Good thought.
All right, so this is going to be +8 to hit. I'm just going to roll 10d20 and then I'll add +8.
So basically, it's any they get 12 or better hit because their AC is 20.
Okay. Oh, here, hold on.
Yeah, and then we can click to open that, and we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Okay, so that'll be 5d4. 5 times 4 is 5d4 plus 20.
Okay, 35 damage, which is enough to take him out.
Woohoo!
They all just like
Alright.
burst through him, and he just eviscerates them, and he's just a splat now.
All right, I will now use my movement to come down here. Wait a second, go back to that. Use my movement to come over here, and I will take a swing. And it's actually I can move here. I've got enough room for that.
Okay.
And I will take a couple of swings. My first swing is going to be a standard. No, my first swing is going to be a booming blade.
That is a hit.
All right, here's my standard sword damage.
Okay, 16.
And the booming of the blade.
And another 10, which is enough to take him out.
Okay, and you said there was more commotion going on somewhere?
You heard
Down
something
further.
from the south, yeah.
All right, I'll spend my last 10 feet of movement rushing that way.
Fair enough. Alright, the Psycho Pump is going to actually do the same thing. Alright. So let's do dash. Okay. You hear a scream. Not a woman's scream, but a scream of terror. Like, crap, what are you doing here? Alright, Gizzard, you can see that Judge has gone off south after taking out a bunch of foes. So what are you going to do?
Okay. Let's see here. One moment. I'm gonna in my move action. Can I see any aha, there's one. I'll try and shoot this guy from over here.
Alright, go for it. You hit him. And again. And a miss. So 2 hits. So he dies.
Nice.
He was trying to escape because he was almost dead, and you finished him off. Alright, hit
Good.
turn and ready. Alright, conglomerate. So what are you gonna do?
Is there anybody left alive? I don't really see anyone.
There is one left.
Where is he? This
I'm
is
guessing south. That is what I heard the last noises.
okay. Well, I'm gonna have to use my movement, all of my movement, to come down.
Yeah, you can probably see him over here, perhaps. I think you might have that range. Yeah, you do. You can see him over here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did just use all of my move to move, so I can't take a shot at him just yet. Have to wait for the next round.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
And this one's gonna go check to see if there's anybody this way. Alright. This guy is coming around. Alright, Darcy. You can see everybody seems to be heading to the south. So what are you gonna do?
Go where they're going.
I don't think you can see anybody from where you are, although you can see a psychopomp down here who seems to be heading this direction. Okay, now you can see him.
Yep, I can. But I used basically everything just to get over here. So I don't think I can do anything since I used
Yeah, if you dashed and all that.
all of it.
Alright, so the Dreadkin sees everybody showing up. He puts 2 and 2 together and jumps onto a boat. And he starts untying and getting ready to leave. Alright, so the psychopomp near Gizzard, he is going to take off. And that's as far as he can go. She can fly faster, I don't know why they do that. Oh well. Alright. Alright, so Judge, what are you gonna do? I don't think you can see this. Oh, no, actually, you might be able.
I did see him, and I saw him run off into the darkness.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
All right. So, 35 feet. Feet.
So as you get closer, you can see somebody's messing with the boat, the rope tying tying the boat to the dock. So it's pretty clear what's happening.
Yeah, and that's my move, and the rest of my move isn't going to get there if I double dash, and my animated objects can't keep up with me. So they're not going to get here this round. I will. Wait a second. Here, another 40 feet.
Yeah, you can move up to 60 feet, so you still have a decent amount if you're dashing. So you still have a decent amount of movement left.
Okay.
There you go.
So that can
That's
get
as far
me
as you
to
go.
right there.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where I'm going to go. Right
Oh,
there.
wait, why does it say 100? That's weird. Oh, whatever.
I know.
I'm gonna chalk that up to a mistake. But yeah, the number and bracket should be how far you're going. So I don't know if you were using a different tool or something like that, like a ruler or something.
I don't know. I was on the ruler.
Okay, yeah. So
I don't know.
when you're moving, you want to stay on the character, but that's fine. You dashed. You can't do anything else from there.
Yep. And I don't have a bonus action because my little spheres can only move 30 feet, so they're
Okay.
way back there.
All right. So the Psychopomp is just gonna fly over there, which they should have been doing earlier, and attack. Okay, so that is 2 hits. For 27 damage. Not enough to take him out. The Psychopomp says, "You will not get away! You dare to attack us again and again!" Alright. The Carag will move. Alright. Gizzard, everybody has gone south. What are you going to do?
All right. We're gonna join them. And I see this last guy. Is he too far? Let's see. Oh yeah. Definitely.
No, Eldritch Blast is 120 if you were thinking of that.
No, I thought it was 60. Okay.
Nope.
Then not
You're
too
good.
far.
Hit. Miss. And miss. So 1 hit.
It's only got a sliver left. You can do it.
Somebody's roll. Oh my god.
He survives.
These rolls have been atrocious for me.
Okay. Conglomerate's got this. 1 arrow.
Alright, Conglomerate. He's in the boat. He's trying to cut himself free. The Psychopomp's in there trying to take him out. What are you going to do?
I would bonus action mark him, but he's about to be dead, so.
Alright, that's
Oh.
a miss.
Never mind. It's alright. We've got a couple more tries at this, so I'm not too stressed.
That's a crit.
Yeah. It's always when they're super low health. I do not get it.
Alright, you did 35 damage. He had 16 left.
Third, 8.
I'm going to go ahead and end the combat. Alright, so as the last of the enemies fall, the Psychopomp moves over. I'm going to turn off the grid real quick. And he nods his head and says, "Perhaps you're not the troublemaker I thought you were.
No,
Thank you for helping us defend."
Of course. Are you alright?
I am fine. Several of my kind have fallen.
I do not know how to help them. I can heal the living. I do not know what to do with you. I apologize.
There's nothing you can do. It's too late. But thank you. Come back and rest. I will not bug you anymore about being a troublemaker. I know that better now. If only that other group of troublemakers were so helpful.
We're actually
Oh.
useful. Yeah.
It could be a help if we knew where they were and how to catch them. Catch up
Well,
with
I do
them.
not know where they are exactly, but they are in the city somewhere.
Yep.
I'll kind of head back to the central area, ignoring the carnage.
What about the dead? Did that old man up here die?
He did, yes.
Damn it! I was gonna ask him to play chess before all the shit hit the fan.
Yeah, that's why I was so angry. Bridgeman got totally killed.
The old man. Oh, what about what's her name? The girl. Because we recognized her, right?
Yeah, you You saw her get away, and you didn't see her again.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, is that not the names of one of the people that we had our loopy dream with?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I wanted to go talk with her.
Anyway, the Carrick from inside the structure comes out, and then he kind of looks around until he finds you, Judge, and then he gets close and says, "The raiding parties have been getting worse, and you helped defend us. So I will do everything in my power to expedite your case. I cannot just let you through, but I can make sure that the powers that be know that you are no troublemakers.
Of course.
I have to admit, you might have been here for a long, long while after the last demigods went in. But now they will know, and it should only be a short while instead of a long, long while. However, you should probably get some rest. You did us a great service. Oh, I know what I can do. And he's wait here. And then he kind of runs off. And then a couple minutes later, he kind of runs back, and he hands you a bag.
Why, thank you.
We got a bag.
And inside the bag, you see 1,000 of those small crystals that they were using.
Oh, hey! Everybody wanted so many of these. All right. Thank you very, very much.
Of course.
Anything we can do to help.
I suggest that you get some rooms and get some rest. I will let you know when your case has been processed.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And then he wanders off.
Success.
We did pretty good, guys.
Well,
They have these fake grapes that are absolutely to die for, Judge. Come try some.
the non-food?
Yeah,
Sure, why not? I do have some real food if we are still hungry, but Miss
yeah,
Darcy,
sure. We can mix some of that in.
care to join us?
Yeah, I was
I
eating them
think
because
you
I
said-
thought Darcy would think it was cool, but honestly, these grapes are really, really nice.
They're fantastic.
Fantastical fake grape.
Alright, so meanwhile, Cyclonin, you rode away. You said you rode away a bit, so nobody would notice you. I'm assuming you stayed close enough that you can kind of keep tabs on activity level.
Yeah, once I saw, I mean, since some of the group had lighting, I could see where they were. But yeah, once everything just all the commotion died down and everybody disappeared, I'll go ahead and pull back up to the dock.
All right, fair enough.
Is I was gonna ask to get a room, but can I also add to that one Keurig? Is there any way to maybe get my friend on our list, even if he does not wish to exit the boat? Just
You
for
see
legitimacy.
you see him fret over that, and it's like you can tell he wants to, but he says he has. To
I
come
understand
inside.
that is much. Of course, I understand that was much to ask of you. Thank you. No problems,
If you
please.
can get him in here to sign, then I would be happy to.
I would like to, but he has the wheel of an iron mountain.
Carrag just shakes his head. I must follow the rules.
Of course, and we wish to do the same. Thank you.
Alright, so Cyclonin, you've reached the docks. You can see the corpses of the Dradkin, multiple corpses of the Dradkin. I think I deleted them, but you would also see multiple corpses of the Psychopumps as well. So it seems like both sides lost some, but clearly more Dradkin were killed than Psychopomps. And as you were out to sea, you didn't see any of the Dradkin escape, although you saw several try but get cut down in the process. So you've reached the dock. So you can see one of the Psychopomps there, and as you get there, he kind of walks up and he says, "It is safe now. Not all of our guests can fight or wish to, and I understand that. But you can come out if you wish. Your boat will be safe."
I do not have any assurance of that, especially since one of your kind has doomed me to die in 3 days.
Why would he do that?
I do not know, but
You do, because you didn't get out the boat.
okay. It is because I did not get out of a boat, as I am doing right now. But for some reason, well, nothing makes sense in this world. I have a question. This is the land of the dead, is it not?
It is.
Then what is the purpose of attacks? I mean, if people are already dead, what happens? What is the outcome of the fallen here?
There are worse places to go when you die when you are dead.
Well, that's ominous.
Yeah, that's not horrifying. That's nightmare fuel. What does that mean?
I would recommend
What?
not dying while you are here.
Okay.
Jeez, okay.
And that is why I
Well-
do not abandon my only means to get home.
Well, oh, sorry, I'm not there. Sorry.
But as you see, he gestures around. There are many boats. The boats of the guests are not stolen, unless it is by the enemy. But you saw what happened when that happens. They come out to fight, and you would know. So your boat would be safe. Or if it's not safe, you would know the enemy is here, and you can help fight them off.
Well, I wish no ill will upon your kind. I do not know that there is much reason for me to assist. If one of your kind has decided that I should die within 3 days, he in fact has done that to another of my companions.
I see. But your other companions, they have shown their valor. So perhaps I could help with this. And he rips out a feather, and then he hands it to, in your ear. He hands it to you. Take it.
Please do.
As you take the feather, you see it kind of vanishes in a puff of smoke, and he says, "The curse is gone. You will not die in 3 days."
Yeah.
Wow.
That's so mad.
Yeah, you gotta tell. You gotta tell. Who else was cursed?
Darcy, I think.
Oh yeah, Darcy. Gotta tell Darcy.
But he bows his head and he says, "You may not have chosen, but your allies have. And I will leave you be, but if you come in, you can get rest in a proper room and not have to sleep rocking in the waves. And you can with your friends. But I will leave you to it." He heads off. All right, Cyclone, what do you do, if anything?
I'm just gonna ponder what happened, and I'm gonna look and see if anything. Actually, what happened to the corpses? They're still there.
Yep, they're still there. Although, as you watch, you can see that they seem to. There's this sort of gray mist that's rising off of them, and slowly but surely, it's almost like they're melting into the mist and disappearing. But you suspect
Everything
it'll probably
including
take
their
a couple
possessions?
hours to complete.
Does that appear to be affecting their possessions as well?
Yeah, it's the whole everything that was there is just basically is vanishing.
I guess out of curiosity with the Dradkin, I'll go ahead and poke around a bit with Mage Hand just to see what they had.
Sure. So they had they basically had spears. You can see that the shafts are made out of some hard material, somewhat like bone, or maybe coral or stone. The heads are metal, and you can see that the metal has a bit of a purplish hue to it. But you can also see that there are kind of little runes etched into the metal. But it seems to be fading and crumbling before your eyes.
Interesting.
All right. Anything else, Cyclone?
Yeah. I guess I'll just, like I say, just watch the corpses dissolve as I ponder my next move.
All right. Back to everybody else. What's the rest of the group doing?
I'm
You
gonna
can
go
think,
have some nice
perhaps?
grapes and chill in the room.
Precisely.
Are you guys sticking to the 2 rooms you already have, or are you getting more?
I don't know. That's up to people who don't already have a room.
Yeah.
I've got
I
no
want
problems
grape too.
crashing. I've got no problems crashing with Darcy if she doesn't mind sharing a room. Hoping that Cyclonin decides to come up, but I've tried twice to convince him to get out of the boat, and I know he won't if he don't want to. I'm definitely taking a rest.
Fair enough. Well, it's already like 6:30 or so, so if you guys decide you want to take a long rest, you can.
One last try. I'd like to run down and tell Cyclonin. I don't know if he's off the boat or not. I'll just run down and say, we are going to be taking a long rest.
I'll teleport
If
you
you
over
would like
there
to come-
so you can see him. Go ahead.
Okay. We are going to be taking a long rest. It might be a while. If you would like to join us, there are plenty of boats here we can take any we wish. But if you wish to stay here, I will not fight you. The beds are comfortable. Cyclonin?
So, Conglomerate, I need a favor.
Of course. What you have?
Send them to me.
Of course.
Oh, God.
You've
Okay.
been
I'm going to run back up, right
Yeah.
over to Conglomerate's room. Bang, 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 bang on the door.
What's up? You need more grapes? They're down in the lobby. He can teleport them to you.
Conglomerate, you have a mission.
Oh?
Are you willing to accept?
How can I say no to that? Yeah, of course.
You must run down and find out the details of the task from Klosodith at the boat.
Did you tell him it wasn't me?
Sodith, who's that?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, okay. there we go.
Cyclonin. You know Cyclonin, our friend, our kitty cat.
Okay. I'll go say hi to him.
Yeah, that would be its last name.
Okay, I don't know what Judge told you, but I didn't do it.
So,
Oh,
Judge, are
yeah.
you going with them? So, are you there too, or are you staying behind?
I'll go with him.
Okay. So, Cyclone and both Judge and Conglomerate are right there. Go ahead.
Conglomerate, would you go on an expedition with me for a few hours?
Oh, okay. Sure, that sounds fun. Boat time.
In that case. Alright. Conglomerate and I have an errand to deal with. We will be back and then everything should be fine.
Are there any spells that might be helpful for you? Something I could put in a gem for you to take? An extra fireball in your pocket just for a while? I do not know what you are wishing to do.
I suppose tongues would be useful.
I will take. I will ask you to recharge these later, but for now, I will do this. I will burn 2 castings of tongues and put them in 2 of the gems and get rid of the 2 summon creatures.
Okay.
Right. You have 2 gems. I will have them back later, I trust. Good luck. Please tell me what happens when you come back. I will go upstairs to take a rest. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you can go ahead.
I was going to say after that, the only thing I've got is to go upstairs and take a rest. But if you have anything to add, please do. Right.
So,
Here.
Alright, what are we doing?
okay,
Yeah,
so
we-
conglomerate. What we are going to do is first we're going to untie the other boat. Since that is technically ours, that should be one of these visitor boats. Now,
Okay.
let us claim a spoil of war here, and have conglomerate help me maneuver over to one of the other boats that were used by the raiding party and tie to it.
Okay.
we just
yeah,
gonna
there's
make,
one
like,
at
a
the end of
raft?
the dock that's obviously crashed into
Oh,
it.
let's
so,
make
yeah.
like a 6-wide raft. Oh, I love it. Okay.
Preferably one that's in good shape, but yeah.
Okay.
I did
Um,
think about making a catamaran with these, but
Yeah, let's make like a huge raft. I know of other boats that they landed on some of the other docks. Do you want me to paddle them over here?
We only need one extra for these.
Okay.
Any more will probably be too much for us.
So yeah, they
Understood.
actually came with 3 boats. I've already put them over here, conglomerate, so you can see there's kind of 3.
Oh,
off
are
by
these other
themselves.
boats
Yeah.
other people? So, okay.
Yeah, that was
understood.
actually one of the visitor boats, and they were going to try to steal it, but obviously that didn't work.
Yeah, that did not work out. Cool. Okay, well let's take their boat.
All right, so yeah, you guys get one of the other boats. So what do you do with it?
All right, well, we'll go ahead and lash it together just like we did before.
Okay.
Let's see, based on where we are. All right, so the idea being now is that we are going to sail more or less south.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so go ahead and yeah, the currents are weaker here. Oh, actually, you guys already moved over, so you guys are there. All right, so the currents are weaker. Weaker here, so I won't make you make a strength check this time, but go ahead and make a navigation check. You still have advantage.
I don't suppose you could help me with the navigation, conglomerate. Please make sure that I'm going to periodically point off to the side of the boat. Please make sure that I am pointing exactly off the side of the boat and not too much to the front and not too much to the back. And then my arm should be like this, and I point over a very specific spot on the boat.
Okay. Understood. I will do my best to do that. What check should I make there?
There shouldn't be anything necessary
Oh,
there.
you're just
Perfect.
using my
Yeah,
assistance.
you're helping
okay.
him.
Oh, nice.
And okay, so you go south for an hour or 2 hours.
I'm planning on going south, maybe south by southeast, until we hit the wall.
Yeah,
So that's
almost due south, but yeah, trying to go a little bit towards the first chain of islands.
good. Okay, so you travel for an hour so far. And the current has definitely picked up again. So let's see what happens. Keep opening the wrong thing. All right, here we go. All right, you guys already did the Raiders. So all right, so nothing happens. So you've traveled. All right, so go ahead and make another. So now you guys got to make a strength check because the currents have picked up again since you've gone south. So both you and Conglomerate make strength checks and add the results together.
Okay. Not great.
Okay, so this looks like a 33. Okay, so that is full speed, and then your navigation check.
All right.
Okay, so another 2. Okay. Alright, so this would be a 9. Alright, so you're traveling along, everything's going fine, and then suddenly there is a warm upwelling, and you out of the quote-unquote water bursts 6 crabs, or at least 6 of them that land in your boat. So let me go ahead and switch you to the boat map.
No, there's crabs here.
And so let's see. Let me switch the boats around. There we go. You can ignore the other boat because obviously it's not here. And then all right. So as the crabs land in the boat, they immediately start looking for food. And the first thing they do is they go for any packs or bags or anything like that that you may have, and start trying to tear them apart. So what do you do?
Conglomerate. These things may be useful as bait if we come across some of those flying creatures. So, perhaps we should try to kill these things.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So we'll go ahead
Let's
and
roll some
do it this way.
initiative.
All right, you guys can go ahead and roll initiative.
Understood.
Okay. So the first white crab is tearing into Cyclonan's pack. The second white crab is tearing into whatever Conglomerate brought, if anything.
I think I
Third
left
one
most of my
is
stuff in the room. but
dealing
yeah.
with Conglomerate stuff. Fourth one is still searching for food. Conglomerate, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Let's see how much health these guys have. 1 second. I need to check something. Where is it? Okay. I can split this. Oh, okay. Wow. We're totally fine. I'm going to attack every crab at once. So I'll be splitting
Okay.
my damage 6 times.
Makes sense.
Let's see what happens.
So yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
That's
All
not
your
good.
bolts go out and slam into the boat as they all dodge.
They dodge. Alright, let's try one more time. The slightly better die roll.
And the same thing. They dodge you again.
Alright, one more time with a slightly better die roll. That's much better.
And with your 28, you get a crit.
Okay.
So a
Good.
d6 each plus, splitting up the damage.
Yeah. So it'll be plus 10. Normal. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
they're dead.
I'm
They're all
rolling
dead.
terribly. Oh, they are. Oh, okay.
They had an AC of 25, but only 10 hit points.
That's so funny.
All right,
Alright,
now
good
that
luck,
you've killed
Grabs.
them all, what are you going to do with them?
Said you
We
wanted
will
to
save
use
these
as
for
his
now.
bait?
Yes, do you remember those flying creatures? If we give them some free food, perhaps that will satisfy them.
Oh, actually, they
Oh,
had
that's...
20 hit points, but that's okay. You would have done. You would
I
have
would have
done
done a
another attack. Yeah,
d6.
that's fine. Anyway, go ahead.
So if we feed these to the flying creatures, if we encounter them, perhaps they will be less likely to bother us.
I mean, that sounds good to me.
All right. Now, let us keep moving then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. All right, go ahead and make your strength checks then.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough
Slightly
for
better.
full movement. So then make your navigation. What is that? That is an 18. All right. So, so let's see which direction that is. It's off by 1 or 2. Okay. Okay, so, okay. All right. So you travel for a while, and another hour passes. And as you're traveling, let's see. Nothing happens this time. You already had the upswelling. It's not going to happen again. So yeah, you've traveled for another hour. What are you going to do now?
To keep going south by southeast.
Okay. Go ahead and make your strength checks.
Okay.
Okay, so you full speed, or yep. So go ahead and make your navigation check. All right. So you can definitely feel like something isn't. Oh, sorry, only one of these. Something's not quite right. You're not entirely sure. Actually, no, I take that back. So you're traveling along, and you hear this very loud noise, like a giant waterfall. And as you're traveling, you actually see this massive waterfall just coming, out of the sky, out of the darkness, and going through where you think the surface of the water should be, as if there's nothing there, and continuing downward into the darkness.
Interesting.
That is quite odd.
And so it's clear to you now that you wind up going a lot more east than you were probably expecting.
Well, that is not a bad thing, at least.
Yeah, we can handle that.
Yep. In this case, we shall go south. Actually, well, as long as we're here, is there anything interesting about the waterfall other than the fact that it's there? And
So yeah, I mean it's very loud. You can, if are you going to get closer to it? Because I mean I'm just basically, it's basically the edge of your vision. So you're going to actually row up to it and investigate.
how's the current in this area?
Very rough. You suspect
In that
because of
case,
the
no.
waterfall. Okay.
Yeah, in that case, yeah. If it was one of those things like it was just falling through the air and the seas were calm because remember the sea is unrelated to the waterfall, that'd be great. But if it's rough, I don't want to take the chance.
Yeah,
We'll just go ahead and
it's
start
kind of
going.
a weird situation where the waterfall doesn't seem to be affected by the memory of the sea, but the memory of the sea remembers being affected by the waterfall.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna head
Yeah,
south.
yes. And how far out were we able to hear the roar of this waterfall?
You were able to hear it before you could see it.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to sort of take advantage of this then. I mean, we already know which way is west, but the idea being is I want to kind of get around on the south side of the waterfall and sail south, relying on the whole, if we hear the sound behind us and and our western reference is still there, then we should be good to go.
Yeah, it's actually a good point. The water you can hear the waterfall probably for a good 500 feet or so. For that 500 feet, there's basically no roll. So I'll say if you're heading straight south, you probably don't need to bother with a navigation check. You still will, however, have to roll your strength checks, and it'll be harder than normal.
Alrighty.
All right, let's make some strength checks then.
And that's when I get the bad roll.
Oh boy.
All right, so as you're rowing along, you keep trying to make progress, and then you wind up kind of spinning out, and then you reorient yourself, and you're trying to make progress. And after an hour worth of rowing, you basically find yourself back at the waterfall.
That's not good.
You can try again if you want.
Let me just double
Yeah.
check one thing here. Um, advantage. I do have an idea if we have too much trouble overcoming the current. But let us
Okay.
do our best for the moment. Better.
We can make it back. I just have to roll well.
Okay, so
And
the
I didn't.
25, that is enough to make some progress, but it's definitely half of what you would normally get. By now it's about 10:30 at night. You guys are getting pretty tired. So what are you gonna do?
Our travels should be almost done for the time being. If we just push through this a little more, we are very near our destination.
Okay.
Gonna go ahead and try and go south again.
Okay. So you'll have to make a navigation check and a strength check because you're outside of the sound range. Okay, so that's your navigation. All right, and then make your strength checks.
Oh, that was so close to a
Oh, so
20.
that's
That's so
a
sad.
13. So yeah, with a 13, you wind up basically not making any noticeable progress. So another hour passes.
I know we can do this, conglomerate.
We gotta power through. We really do.
All
Okay,
right.
you can try again.
All right, rolling the
Oh no,
survival,
not good.
and now rolling the strength.
So what is that? A 23?
23.
All right, you do make enough progress, and you do get close enough that it's a bit off, but you do get close enough that you can see Anka Islands in the distance, and you're able to make it there in one piece. So let's go ahead and send you there. So now it's now been about 5 hours since you left. Why is this taking? Sorry, it's taking a long time.
There we
Oh,
go.
all right. you
Hey,
guys are in
conglomerate,
that one
you
of the
made it.
islands already. I don't know if that's where you meant to go though.
This actually is exactly the one I meant to go to.
Okay.
So you were here before, conglomerate. You met some sort of merchant here, correct?
Oh, the weird Keurig. Yeah, I remember him.
The one who wanted 1,000 or whatever.
Yeah, I think that was his
Uh,
pricing. I don't really know. He just kept adding zeros and I got confused.
Just for good measure, gonna go ahead and pull both boats on shore and tie them multiple ways.
Okay. So you spend probably like 20 minutes doing that. All right, you got the boats on shore. You tied them up. You're both feeling pretty exhausted at this point. So what are you gonna do next?
Okay. Well, with that all out of the way, let us go find these merchant. Oops.
Oh,
Okay.
hold on. Let me.
Hey, I got it on shore.
Jeez Louise. Disconnect. Detach all elements. All right. Let's try to move now. There you go. Okay.
Working.
All right, conglomerate. You should be able to move as well if you want.
Yep, I will make my way up.
And for now, I'm going to put the boat back. I know it's supposed to be on shore, but this way when you guys come back.
So, conglomerate, do you remember where this merchant was?
Yeah, it should just be in this cave right here.
Yeah, let me sit still for a second and let me set you guys up. Wrong one. Hold on, I'll fix it in a second. The heck? Oh, there we go. All right, you guys should see the cave now.
This guy was able to speak common if it's the guy I think you're going to.
Yeah, they all could speak common, I believe.
Yeah.
You recall this merchant?
Yeah, he was down this way. Don't go to those mushrooms unless you want to forget.
All right, yeah, you see a Carrig, and he looks up as you enter, and he says, "You're welcome. I haven't seen you before."
Yeah, this is my
Oh,
friend
what-
Cyclonin. Hopefully we're not bothering you too late. We wanted to buy some things.
Very well. What do you wish? What kind of
Cyclonin,
mask?
what did you want?
I believe it was brought to my attention that you would be willing to sell one of your masks that allow breathing in the memory of the sea in exchange for one of the boats that sails upon the memory of the sea.
Yes. I sold the mask I already had to the goat woman. To make another mask, I need Cephas ore. I told
Oh.
your friend, the big one, that he would need to go to the Cephas mines to gather more.
Huh.
Well, this is most unfortunate.
Yeah, that stinks. Where are the Cephas mines?
If Cyclonin makes a history check, he'll know that Judge did
Pretty
tell
know
him
where they
exactly
are.
where the Cephas mines are. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They are very far away, conglomerate, much farther than Saifu.
Oh, that's not good.
Could I interest you in this crab mask?
I don't want to be a crab. Thank you, though.
What does this crab mask do?
Turns you into a crab. Don't bother with it.
It allows you to feel as the crab feels.
Honestly, that sounds really cool.
It does, but not to gods.
So, if someone were to wear this mask and then find themselves in the memory of the sea, would they be able to breathe as the crab does?
No, they only would feel as the crab feels.
You know what? Actually, though, Cyclonin, maybe we should buy a couple of these. Hear me out. What if we put them on to the enemy pantheon? What, maybe during the fight
has,
or
like-
something? Just like turn them into a crab person. They'll just like think like a crab for a little while.
I'm sorry, conglomerate. I was distracted for a moment. What were you saying?
I was saying we might actually want to buy this mask because it might be useful to like put on the enemy pantheon as like a thing during combat. Like just they'll think that they are a crab. I'm not sure how these work. It might have potential though.
Odd, but judge's claims are the indication it is not easy to purchase anything around here.
Yeah, that's true. But if you want to trade in that boat, there are many things that he sells, mostly mask related.
So, what other sorts of masks do you have?
Well, there is the Kerrig mask. It makes you, if multiple of you wear the mask, then you can tell what what the others are thinking.
Well, that's kind of fun.
You can wear the fish mask, where you wish to swim like a fish, but he scratches his head. Since you do not have the memory of the sea, you would just fall. So I'm not sure how useful it is, but some people like it. You can wear the bug mask. Looks hideous, but allows you to sense bugs in nearby, such as the Sorg or your friend here.
I kind of like that.
That can actually be really good.
I actually kind of really like that.
You can wear the ghost mask. It is pale white, but allows you to see spirits and
That's
speak
also
to
pretty
them if they
nice.
wish to speak back. You can wear the black mask, in which case all beings will think you are their enemy. There are other masks of various animals that you can wear as well, but they are mostly decorative.
The fish one that you spoke of, I do not suppose it would be possible to test it, would it?
Say that again?
I do not suppose it would be possible to test that fish mask, would it? The one that allows the swimming, to see if it would work.
I suppose, but what if you fall in and die? Then I lose the mask.
Well, is
good
the
point.
shore not quite shallow right here at the shore?
Yeah,
I do not need much memory of the sea to test it.
you could try. But if you die, I will charge your friend.
Yep. Sounds good. I'll cover him.
I have an idea for that, so you do not even lose the mask. Looking at this mask, does it look like there's any way to like loop something, like say a rope through it?
Yeah, so basically the way the mask works is that it's just the basically the faceplate part, and then there's holes for ropes or something to attach it to it. Um, it doesn't uh, it doesn't actually come with anything to attach it. You basically have to put some rope through it. But you could obviously use the same hole to attach something from further away as well.
Perfect.
Alright.
Okay, so what we will do is I will tie myself and the mask to a rock outside. This way, if I die, well, my body should be retrievable, and if not, then the mask should be retrievable. And it should allow me to climb back out if it turns out that I cannot swim, so that I do not die in the first place.
Fair enough. Just take your friend, so if you die, he can retrieve the mask.
Of course.
And then he hands it to you.
Alright, let us see if this works, Conglomerate.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go outside over here, it looks like.
Right here. Alright, don't mess this up. Let's tie up that rope.
Yep. So I'll go over some big boulders over here, so I'll tie myself to the rope so that I can only go in like the water like 10 feet or something. And then I'll go ahead and separately tie the mask so that if I vanish, well, there it is. And then I'll go ahead and take off all my stuff and keep it there with Conglomerate. Let's see what happens.
Okay, so what do you do?
All right, I am going to hold my breath. I'm not going to try to breathe in the water, but I'm going to go ahead and put on the mask, and then using the rope, I'm going to try and ease myself into the water and see if I'm buoyant or have any ability to swim.
Nope, it's like it doesn't exist at all. However, you do, as you go in, you do have weird memories of various fish swimming around. And while you can't swim yourself, you have the feeling that it would enable you to swim better in normal water.
That is interesting, but
That didn't make you
unfortunately a
think fish
disappointment.
thoughts though, so it's not usable in combat. That's too bad.
All right, so I go ahead and climb back out, but take all my stuff back. All right, let us go return the mask.
Okay. Maybe we can get him to agree for like a 2-for-1 deal. We can get that bug mask and the spirit mask for the boat.
Okay, so as you come back, he says, so are you going to purchase the mask or return it?
Well, unfortunately, the mask does, as you suspected, not work for me to swim. But I did manage to not die, so here is your mask, and I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to test it.
Congratulations for not dying.
In this place, it does seem to be quite the difficult challenge. Okay, so the fish mask is out. And you said the ones that make you feel like something, they do not even turn you into it at all, do they?
I hate to interject, but I recall the last time that Judge talked to this guy, he had touted a bear mask that allowed you to turn into a bear.
He did tout a bear mask that would make you feel like a bear.
Oh, it's feel like I've been
Okay, I
misunderstanding
misunderstood
him
that.
this
I
entire
apologize.
time. It makes you feel like a bear. Okay.
Okay, I misunderstood that. I apologize.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, that was the various animals that I was talking about.
By mask, so far, the only mask that seems to have any sort of significant ability is one that would basically make me the most hated person in this place. Well, no, there is the one for
The
detecting the
bugs and the
sword.
spirits. The spirit mask is not too bad either, but the hateful mask that can be used in some interesting ways. Imagine we just throw one of those on a Pantheon member and they just tear each other apart.
Well, what is the price for these masks? For instance, this one that detects the insects.
Yeah, if you guys are talking, I can't really hear you.
Oh,
How much would it cost? Or how much do these masks cost?
1,000 small crystals.
So it is the same price for every mask.
Yes.
And the
Or
boat
a boat.
exchange that the,
I thought the other masks were cheaper.
I don't remember.
No, he wants 1,000 for everything, or a boat.
Oh, okay.
That's not
If I said
everything.
something else, that I didn't. I said the wrong thing.
Okay, yeah, because before the other masks were cheaper and willing to barter for smaller things. It was only the breathing mask that was that expensive.
Ah.
Because I could have picked up a bear mask or a bat
Oh,
mask.
okay, my mistake.
All right, in that case, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
this mask that detects the Sorg, or insects. How far does it work?
Sorry, were you asking something?
How far does this mask, this insect mask, work?
He thinks far, but not very far. You are an insect. He
Yes.
you feel a presence in a little bit of a presence in your mind, conglomerate, and you get a sense of space, although there's no numbers. Uh, but in meta terms, you get the sense 1,500 feet radius.
Okay. It's not the worst thing ever.
Of course, assuming conglomerate didn't work. May I test this one? I do not even need to leave the room. I will just have my companion go as far as he can and see how much I can detect him.
He warns you, though, with the insect mask, that if you were in a place with many insects, sensing all of them might drive you insane.
Well, that's fun. Alright. Put it on. I'm around the corner.
Yeah, I'm putting it on and just saying how this ends up working.
Oh, you have the insect mask? Okay, yeah, so you can sense the direction and approximate distance to Conglomerate as he moves.
It's interesting. Conglomerate, could you go out to the shore? I think that is the furthest you can go. And then come back.
Yeah, you can still sense him the whole time.
That's fun. Are there any other bugs here?
There are a few, but they're much smaller.
Oh, this is interesting. Do you know if this would work outside of Ermenig?
Yes,
No, that's nice.
not all the masks do, but that one does.
I do feel there is a great deal of value in this one.
Yeah. Especially since we could give it to other people, since we can kind of detect the Sorg already, but we could leave it with like one of our noble friends or Sebastian or something, just to make sure that we can cover multiple cities at once.
Yes, that is an excellent point, Conglomerate. Very well. I do have a boat to trade for this mask.
I will come out and check the boat. If it is sufficient, I will give you the mask.
All right.
Infinite boat glitch.
Murder people for boats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and show him the spoils of war boat.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at it and he says, "This is sufficient." And he walks over to the boat and he starts pulling it up. And then once he checks it out a bit, he hands you the mask.
Thank you very much. I tip my hat to you.
I have to make an item for it, but for now, if you want, you can add the bug mask to your inventory, and then I'll make an item for it between sessions.
Alrighty. Well, Conglomerate, I am a bit disappointed that the mask I did want to get is not available, but This one does seem that it could be of critical importance for us.
Yeah, it's still
And
useful.
now that there's the both of us in the same boat, it should be easier to get back to the others.
That's good.
So we'll go ahead and do that next session. So you guys wind up at. It took you until midnight, but you finally got to where you wanted to go, and you finally talked to the guy. Everybody else, I'm assuming, took a long rest in your rooms. So everybody who's not Conglomerate or Cyclonin can mark off a long rest.
Wonderful.
And before I forget, Cyclonin and Conglomerate, due to the difficulties with the tides and
Exhaustion.
everything, with the currents, I'm gonna have both of you make a Constitution save.
Well, actually, I mean, if it's midnight, Conglomerate, how would you feel about having a rest and accommodations a little more comfortable in one of these caves?
Sure. Are we gonna head back to the Siphon, or were you thinking of staying here for the night?
We are too tired for that. I think we should rest here, but much in the way that Judge can produce accommodations, I have a little trick up my sleeve as well.
Hmm.
Oh, you have the tiny hut.
No, I've got something better. I've got Mirage Arcane. So I can go ahead and we can just basically shove off here. We'll just sail a little ways away from the island. I'll create a whole island, complete with an illusion of an island, as long as we're doing this memory of the sea nonsense. Actually, no, I want to have it overlap an island just for good measure. But the idea being is that we'll produce some kind of illusion of an island with, just like a little chateau that happens to be directly above land. So if something goes wrong with the illusion, we can go ahead.
Fall in the land. Okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So yeah, go ahead. You can take your long rest as well then, and then we'll start up
Nice.
tomorrow, or I mean next time, with everybody waking up for their long rest.
Sounds good.
All right.
Oh,
So-
one last thing that I would do before I go to bed is go to Darcy.
Yep.
Say, I had asked you for a expensive spell component in exchange for one of my spell storing gems. Did you procure this item yet, or are you still in the process of working on it?
Yeah, she doesn't have it yet. She doesn't have the item.
All right, have you paid for it?
Not
Not yet.
I don't think so. No, because we didn't have everything. I don't think.
That being the case, how's about something simpler? If you could procure for me the same amount, 15,000 Mithna in ruby powder, it would be much simpler, not a complex object. That would be sufficient, I believe.
Okay.
15,000 or 1,500?
1,500. Sorry.
Okay. That probably makes a
My
difference.
apologies.
You said
Yes,
15,000.
it does.
It does make a difference. No, the jade circlet
I
had
don't
to
have
be
the whole dang
1,000.
ruby.
The jade circlet had to be 1,500, but it had to be made. This is just ruby powder, which is the same amount.
Yeah, you can
So,
still buy that.
I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making that easier for her to procure me a very powerful spell component.
Cool. All right then. So I want to